All right, we back. We are officially back. We are officially back. Officially back. I know some difficulties earlier. We are officially back. We are officially back. I think I got the audio figured out. All right. All right. So the rundown was we're gonna react to this, and then I was gonna react to the RDC thing, and of course the Seth the Programmer video. But that's the rundown. That's the rundown. We got the audio back. We got the audio back. Everything's fixed. Everything's fixed. What's good, Om Patel? My guy Swervos. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? All right. So as my guy Om Patel said, supposedly, you feel me? My guy Chris Rock made a joke, and y'all heard everybody talking about this, but I definitely didn't want to talk about this.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife.
We don't care about that joke. This is the joke right here. This is the joke right here. My guy says Will did all that just to dream about Pac at night. Yo,
I love you.
we got to let it play out. We got to let it play out.
That was a nice one.
Keep
okay.
it. All right, chat. Keep it a G. Keep it a G. Is this a bad joke? Keep it a G.
Lord.
Keep it a G.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Was that a bad joke? I don't know if that's a bad joke. Here's the thing. Supposedly Jada got alopecia. If you guys don't necessarily know what that is, it's a medical condition that kind of it hinders the ability to grow hair. Essentially, it makes it spotty hair. And he made a joke about it. Now, Chris Rock supposedly said that he didn't know about it. The crazy thing is, that's not the first time I believe someone made that joke about Jada. And I think Will knows that as well, like, which is why Will is kind of laughing right here. Like, it was like, I don't know if it was like that crazy, but I mean, here's the thing though. Like, Will knows it's like kind of funny, but he looks over at Jada and sees Jada's facial expression. Like, he understood immediately it was a rap.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Nigga said, Hey, even in situations like this, my guy Chris Rock is still funny. Even in situations like this.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, bro. Yo, it's like Will came up so nonchalant.
Oh, Richard.
Like, look, he just looked like he wasn't really gonna do nothing. He just to be honest, I thought he was gonna come up and shake his hand. Chris probably thought that as well. But people my guy does. Like, immediately.
Wow.
He just walks back like a gangster. Look at the walk back, bro. Bro, look at the walk back. Peep the walk back.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Bro, I'm telling you, even in moments like this, my guy Chris Rock's still hilarious. This one, I think a lot of people understood it was serious. Because at this point, I thought it was a joke too. I thought the whole thing was probably a skit. If you guys don't know, everybody understood that Will was probably going to win an Oscar this night. So we thought it was a skit. It's Will's night.
Wow, dude.
Until this.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yo, peep that bass.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
But you feel me? This right here, I personally feel like it was a culmination of multiple things. Like, let's keep it 1,000. Will Smith has been like the butt of every single joke for a minute. And on Will's night, Will probably like, I can't take this no more. And it wasn't even that. It was the fact that Jada, I feel like, really spurred it on. Because Will was chilling, bruh. My guy Swervo said, I'm sorry, but I'm not going. I gotta swing back. Yo, if I'm Chris Rock in this situation, would I swing? I probably keep it 1,000. I probably wouldn't swing back. The reason why I wouldn't swing back is because it's the Oscars. Like, this right here is supposed to be like the most prestigious event for all the actors and stuff like that. You can't swing back in a situation like this. You probably got to hit Will up, or you got to make sure you meet Will up again. It's on site whenever you see Will again. But at this particular point, you can't have two black men squaring up in the middle of the Oscars, a nationally televised event. I apologize. That cannot go down. But Chris got it. Chris got a. It's an instant faded on site as soon as he sees Will again. That's my opinion. It gotta be, right? But here's what really spurred it on. I touched on this a little bit earlier. Here's what really spurred it on. Because we knew.
That was a nice.
We knew it.
Can't wait to see it. All right?
Will is laughing. He's chilling. But peep Jada's face. Bruh, we knew it. From that moment, I knew it was a problem. Now, again, Will is the type of guy, he going through everything, bro. The Red Table Talk completely destroyed his image, in my personal opinion. If you guys don't necessarily know what the Red Table Talk was, it essentially broadcasted the fact that Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, she I ain't gonna lie, she is fine, but she was in an entanglement with Augustine, bro. I don't even know there you go, August Alsina, bro. And ever since then, the jokes online has been absolutely insane. So Will Smith understood at this particular time on his night he couldn't take the jokes anymore. Not only that, Jada already understood that Will Smith couldn't necessarily measure up, because specifically in that episode, she said that he couldn't satisfy it. That, bruh, no way Will was going home after this joke, and Jada felt that way.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane.
He had to do something, in my personal opinion. My guy Free gave me in the chat. My guy says, I watched this finally the other day. That smack and walk away was classy. The most classy smack I ever saw in my life. This is a fact, bro. I talked about, bro. Peep the walk back. Oh, wow. I didn't mean that, bro. That was like a perfect click on. I didn't mean that, but peep the walk back. It's like, bro. The title of this says "In the Trenches Relaxed." Tell me right now if this nigga Will not really in the trenches relaxed right here, bruh. Keep it 1,000. Like, this walk back really shows that. Like, he ain't really care. Like, look at his face. He like, shit, I just slapped that nigga. Yo, no, Will a funny nigga, bro. But I still do believe Will shouldn't have slapped him. I think it was way out of line. This right here, in my personal opinion, was a situation you handle after the Oscars. There's plenty of times when comedians get up on the Oscars, you feel me? This is what they supposed to do. They supposed to essentially poke fun at some people in the audience, make fun of actual real life situations. Sometimes it goes too far over the line, but if it goes too far over the line, you meet up with the comedian afterwards and tell him how you feel. Slapping my guy in the midst of the Oscars, this right here has to be the first time. I don't know. Not only that, it was the fact that Will, he accepted the award essentially on behalf of Venus and Serena's. Like, he was playing Venus and Serena's father, so like their night was completely taken away. Like, hey, yo, Will should have just chilled in a moment. I get where you're coming from, but I think he should have just chilled. But we here for my guy RDC, bro. We here for my guy RDC. This is what we react to this for. He banned from the Oscars now? Swervers, you capping, bruh. You capping. My guy Booth guy said the reason why he used to open hand slap is because paper always beats rock. This is a fact. Nah, bruh, slapping someone is much more disrespectful than a punch, bruh. It's like you feel like he didn't even really pose a threat enough for you to actually punch him, so you just slapped him. That, I ain't gonna lie, that's different. Now, I don't know if you guys seen this, but this right here.
That hard, bro.
This right it wasn't that bad.
Hold.
Man, we can just go home.
Let me turn this down a bit. I'm trying to get in like the perfect spot. I had it in a perfect spot before. I kind of messed it up, but I had it in a perfect spot for OBS. Now it's kind of messed up. My God, Baron in the chat.
A lot of him, bro. He slapped the shit out of him, bro. You thought he slapped the shit out of me? He did, bro. Your head hurt.
You said he slapped the shit out of you. I know.
He did. He literally said Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Man, hell no, then, man. Come on. Hey, let me see my shoes.
The black Air Forces, bro. The Black Air Forces, bro.
In the break,
No, it's not too late. I'm saying, man.
It's
Like,
over now.
no, I was playing.
Bro, when you at that level though, keep it 1,000. When you at this level, you probably always got to keep some Black Air Forces just in the tuck. Especially at an event like the Oscars where you know things gonna go down, especially if you're a comedian. Like, he probably understood that Will Smith ain't really like him, so Chris Rock IRL probably actually did have some Black Air Forces in the
I
tuck.
thought he was playing. I didn't know he was trying to fight for real. Let me see Will.
How did you not know that? How did you not know that?
No, go get
You should have
Will.
did something while you was on stage.
I didn't have no grip. I didn't think I had grip. Come on, man. I didn't know. I didn't know. Come on, yeah. Tell him, come on.
Bro,
No, tell him, come on.
Your family was out there,
Tell
bro.
him.
I mean,
That's the crazy part, bruh. That is the crazy part. His family was there. Like, yo, imagine, I can't imagine seeing my father get slapped on national television, bruh. And it's not like it was just in the U.S. It's not like it was just in the U.S., bruh. The original telecast when Will Smith was actually cursing, when it wasn't censored or nothing like that, we got that footage from Japan. We also got another footage. We got some more footage from India, some more from Indonesia. This right here was broadcasted over the world. Imagine seeing your father get slapped. And it's broadcasted all over the world, bro. I ain't going, bro. Me and Jaden got to catch a fair one. Keep it 1,000. Me and Jaden got to catch a fair one. Me and Jaden
I
got
know,
to catch
that's
a
what I'm
fair one.
saying. My kid's not finna disrespect me now, bro.
you're not gonna get no more serious roles in your movies, bro. Nobody's gonna see that.
Another fact. Yo, there is no possible way any movie at all is casting Chris Rock as the tough guy. After this, how could you? That's dead. That's donezo. He still got a career as an impeccable comedian. His joke was so funny he got Will Smith to slap him at the Oscars. So of course he's still gonna have some roles, but as a tough guy, hell no.
Hey, stop playing. Go get Will right now. Go get Will. Go get Will, man. No, that's on the Oscars. That's love. Will! Will! No, look, where he at? Which way is he? Will! I'm telling you, I'm ready to fight anybody in this family. Anybody. Jaden!
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I mean, if I'm Chris Rock, I ain't squaring up with Jaden. But if I'm Chris Rock's son, bro, we gotta catch a fair one. We gotta catch a fair one, bro.
Can't fight Jaden. Jaden! No, because that shit was weak. He called me off guard. I thought he was coming up there to shake my hand or something. I didn't think that joke was that serious. I was playing with Will!
You know that's not something to joke about, man.
Man, no, that shit weak, bro.
Bro, that's the only skit. That ain't something to joke about. My God, Free Game said the smack heard around. The smack the whole world felt. People saying the smack heard around the world. The smack felt around the world, bro. It's crazy.
All my life, bro, they been playing me like I'm a kid, bro. Everybody hates Chris. Every fucking thing I've been in, I'm not no joke, bro. Will!
Everybody gonna forget about it, man. It's all good. It's all good.
You my security, you got... Will!
Bro, imagine Chris Rock's security, bro. What do you do in that particular situation? You are paid to protect Chris Rock. Chris Rock is in the middle of a globally televised event. In a mid stage, do you jump in and like jump Will? Do you restrain Will in that particular situation if your client just got slapped? Bruh, this is how I feel if I'm the actual security. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah!
Yeah, they funny as hell, right? They are funny as hell. Somebody actually got a breakdown of this? A breakdown. Imagine like a play-by-play analysis. Yo, I literally just gave a play-by-play analysis of... Yo, I might title that video. Barbie gives a play-by-play analysis of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, which is insane. So yeah, we had to get into some anime. Boy, before I do that, by the way, I wanted to watch this video with my guy Seth. Oh, if you guys want me to react to some videos, you guys can send it to me. To be honest, I completely forgot everything I was saving up. Yo, I be trying to listen to this, but I don't think these are good videos to react to online. I don't think so. It'd be like all over the place discussions, but they be having some good topics. I forgot what like this. They discuss Sasuke versus Neji. Like we could probably listen. To be honest, I'd rather listen to this over third Hokage versus Danzo. I've always talked about this. I think that Neji packs up Sasuke. I apologize. It depends on which Sasuke we talking about. All right, first things first, part 1, obviously. If we legitimately think, you feel me, like, hey, Rock Lee was giving Sasuke the business. This is like early Chunin exam, obviously. But at that particular point, Neji packs him up. But prime Sasuke Chunin exam version, I'd probably pick Sasuke, but I think the mid version. Mid version is kind of like, because mid is a word onto itself, but like regular Chunin exam Sasuke, I think Neji packs up. Like during this time, Neji probably packs up. The Sasuke that fought against Gaara, I think that Neji probably wins. I don't know. I want to see what they're talking about. Oh my God, Free Game just sent me a video to react to it. I'm gonna probably watch that right after this. I just want to hear what they're talking about real quick.
Kefla. His comment doesn't say anything. It just says Kefla.
Facts.
True.
Mike Guy versus Kakashi Hatake would have been an epic battle between hard work and natural talent. Okay.
I don't know.
Sure, yeah. I watched the show.
To be honest, here's the thing. I think most parts of most versions of Might Guy gets packed up by Kakashi. Most versions, except 8 Gates. I think once 8 Gates comes out, all right, now it's curtains. But then again, you got to factor in a question: would Kakashi with double Mangekyo Sharingans beat 8 Gates Might Guy? And it's always a question of who's more durable, who's gonna stay alive the longest. I think that's probably what it is. Might Guy is not gonna be able to touch Kakashi, but can Kakashi spam that combo with his limited chakra reserves? That's the question.
Hard work and
Yo, I really wish they had my guy Kakashi keep his Mangekyo Sharingans, just give him some Hashirama cells like they did with Naruto. Like, have my guy just be chilling. I wish.
Okay. Sure, yeah. I watched the show.
Wait.
My God, Juju, he says part 1 Neji stomps part 1 Sasuke. This is what I'm saying? AZG says stop the cap. Neji was scared of curse mark Sasuke. I don't know. I think if Neji hits one of them chakra points, he's getting folded. That's just my opinion.
Doesn't Mike Guy have talent?
Yeah, Mike Guy's also a genius. That's like people like jerk off.
He
like
can use ninjutsu. Like
another great thing, he could use ninjutsu, but a lot of people just compare him to Rock Lee because they look so much alike. So people think that he just can't use ninjutsu. I'm pretty sure that he has like a summoning jutsu as well, right? I forgot. I think it was like a turtle or something like that. Yo, Free Game just went to a completely other account. Like, what is going on here?
I are both pretty gifted. That work.
Neji stick level according to Saran. Oh,
I think is not something you can just develop. You know?
Yeah. They are geniuses. Like they got to their strength really, really hard. Like, dude, there's people in real life who train harder than Rock Lee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're not doing that shit.
What? I don't know about that. People IRL training harder than Rock Lee. I don't know about that. We seen Rock Lee's work ethic when he was like a child. I don't know.
Sethikal's Baku versus Swag Kage. I beat Baku in
canonically.
Yeah, like I defeated him in.
So when are you talking about my guy Neji? You know?
His power. I promise.
Oh, wait a minute.
Power. Okay, look, like you can say like whatever as you watch.
Nagato was clapping Obito. I apologize. Neji is. I said Neji. Nagato was clapping Obito. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I literally fought him.
Dude, he's literally the one who fought him.
Yeah, like I.
Super.
Android 17, but yeah.
That's what I think too. That was my gut, but I didn't want to say anything. I get clown.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a big one too. Yeah, Sasuke versus Neji would have been cool. Sasuke wins in Chunin exams, by the way.
Yeah.
Cap.
Agreed.
Again, peak Sasuke, probably. But any other version of Sasuke, Chunin exam version, I don't think he's winning.
Except for that one kid who thinks that, what was it, like the final Valley Sasuke loses or whatever.
Yeah. We should do like one of these. Okay, hold on. All right, chat. I'm gonna ask a question. So, I'm gonna propose Seth and I do a stream where like people come in with like hot takes, right?
So you think he's being Final Valley Sasuke? That what Naruto? Oh, he asking Juju. If I'd give my opinion on that, I think Sasuke probably beats almost everybody. That version of Sasuke. Does he beat Gaara though? I don't know. I'll probably still have Gaara over that version of Sasuke. Just my personal opinion. But who's counting?
They just try and prove their case. If we disagree,
My God, ATG says stop the nonsense. This is a fact, bro. I'm
try
talking
and
strictly
prove we are
facts.
incorrect. If you want it, press 1 in chat. If you don't want it, press 2 in chat.
You know what I'm talking about? It's not. These videos not good to react to. My God, eating chips, talking to chat, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, like,
I bet you guys want to see other people get made
Yeah,
fun
you
of.
guys just watching or like enjoying it, you know?
Bro, I'm telling you, here's the thing about Neji and Sasuke. I personally believe anybody of the speed level of Neji back in the day or even lower, Neji has a very good chance at. I mean, a lot of people like to, you feel me, downplay the Byakugan, but the Byakugan for its purpose back then at the level, it was absolutely elite. And I think it would be elite even to this day if people would actually utilize the Byakugan, especially the way that it should be utilized. I think if there's like an elite ninja that's even like of the speed of like, let's say, a Sasuke, bro, I don't know. I don't know. Especially now with Sasuke not having the Rinnegan, I don't know. I don't know if let's say hypothetically, someone of the speed level of Sasuke gets Sasuke into like a 64 palms at that level. What is Sasuke gonna do? I don't know, man. I don't know about him.
Okay. All these people. Okay, this stream's going to be archived. Like, you guys are getting added to a list as we speak.
You're writing down their real names, their addresses.
Someone said 1 maybe.
Oh, okay. Jonathan, you being a pussy, bro?
But
You want the smoke?
these are the perils of not being able to sit down and listen to videos. I don't even know what they type in 1 for. Keep it 1,000 with you, bro. But I'm telling you right now, I still do believe that, you feel me, Neji's probably packing up. By the way, I do want to fast forward to see exactly what they were talking about.
Like, different now. Like, okay, don't say 1. Just say Neji or Sasuke for who you think wins.
All right, now I want to see what
Can
the
we
chat
text
talking
debate? No.
Imagine.
Because you're on a stream. Like, you're on a stream. Like, with
Like,
this
imagine
debate.
I'm just like...
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're not going to stream us text debate.
Yeah, like-
loser.
Like, somebody's like, Neji body Sasuke, and I'm like...
Like, what we're doing is already...
It's kind of like mixed. Sasuke, Neji, Sasuke, Neji, Sasuke, Neji, Sasuke, Neji. I get, what is it, like 75 or 60-40? Sasuke, Neji. Neji. Well, that right there is like over 80%. But Sasuke claps, Sasuke. Most people think Sasuke. I don't know. Here's the thing. I get the premise, because I still do think like peak Sasuke, but let's keep it 1,000. If Sasuke is like full raging curse mark, like is that even like a legitimate assessment at that particular point? I don't even know. I think it's a decent
You
conversation.
like degenerate and nerdy, but like imagine if we took it to that level, like
Like, imagine like somebody from like our school or something like just finds this, and then they just come on stream and we're just like
What was it? I did kind of want to react to the. Oh, this thing is 10 minutes.
and they
that free
see
game
the
said,
text
"Bruh,
coming in like
hell, freak! I can't react to a 10-minute fan animation. I'm gonna peep a little bit of it though. I'm gonna peep just a little bit of it though. I'm gonna come back to this if y'all want. But hold on, I do want to peep this fan animation. All right, here we go. My guy says Gaara would lose to base Naruto. Here we come now. Gaara couldn't even. Gaara, not Gaara. Naruto literally couldn't even stand it. Naruto stood absolutely no chance to even Kimimaro in his regular form. Like, what are we doing here? Naruto would have got bodied by Gaara. I take Neji before Chidori. Neji. What's Neji doing to Shidori when he couldn't stop the kunai from Naruto? He got one shotted by base Naruto's punch. He got caught off guard by Naruto. Naruto shouldn't have been moving. Naruto got caught with like what 64 pumps. He shouldn't have been. I kind of get where Neji was coming from, where he didn't necessarily expect Naruto to be mobile and swift, so he got caught off guard. But I don't know. What does he do against Shidori? I don't think that he stops Shidori. I just don't know if Sasuke. Matter of fact, I don't even know. That's a good question. What would Neji do against the Shidori? The bad part about Sasuke and Shidori was that he never really used it during the Chunin exam. Like I'm talking about him like during the Gaara fight, where he literally the only time that he actually used it was when Gaara was standing directly still. So the question would kind of be like, could he even actually use it? You know? Yo, this guy right here legitimately got like hella fan animations. Like 10-minute fan. Like this is like a full episode. Legitimately, this is like a full episode.
Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your father, Seth the Programmer.
Holy. I was muted. Since when was I muted? Yo, bro, y'all didn't tell me I was muted. Y'all didn't tell me I was muted. This is crazy. I muted myself a minute ago. What? Yo, I muted myself a minute ago, bruh. Wow, this is crazy. I had a whole speech about Meta Lee overcoming his confidence. I had a whole speech about Shizuma coming into the anime. Y'all was just in the chat chilling with no audio at all, partner. Like, wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yo, I always watch streamers like forget to unmute their mic. I'm thinking like, how could you forget to unmute? Bro, I just did it. But I was talking about Shizuma finally coming to the anime, bro. Shizuma coming back. I don't know if he's going to come back officially, but I know it's right here. At least it's going to be like a flashback. Shizuma is an impeccable character in my opinion, bro. Impeccable character. Bro, if they bring him back as like a ninja that's like trying to protect the Hidden Mist Village from the Funato clan, and they expunge his record, you know, like essentially now he's not like an inmate or anything like that or wanted, bro, it'd be absolutely impeccable, right? And bro, I ain't gonna lie, Shizuma just seems like a cool character that you want to like actually. Yo, I still can't get over the fact that y'all have me muted for 5 to 6 minutes and they say nothing, bro. Oh my goodness. But and also we got like the confirmation that Shizuma was also with Bunten, supposedly. The crazy thing is that Bunten is like actually like she's loyal to the Hidden Mist Village. Like I don't know completely why. I guess at this particular point it's like, yeah, it makes sense for her to be loyal to the Hidden Mist Village. But I don't know, maybe she actually does like Kagane as well. That'd be yo, speaking of shipping wars, did y'all see the ending? The ending gonna start something, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The ending was bad. I didn't see the full ending, but I seen some screenshots. Assuming it was an ending as well. By the way, this right here is like interesting in itself. Like, I don't know. The Nue was the only reason why the Jogan popped up in the first place. The Nue and Tonetti. The Nue is the only trigger that's still in Boruto, bro. Is the Nue being an ending a signification or signifying that the yo, I still can't believe I was muted, bro. But this right here this right here could possibly mean that the Jogan's popping up. But Sumune being an ending, in my personal opinion, I think it's just all a ploy for the Boruto writers. They essentially, right here it goes, ship wars incoming. This is a fact. This right here is a fact. Ship wars incoming. You got, what's it called? Kawaki and Sumune standing by each other. You got Kawaki looking down at multiple women, multiple young girls. Then you also had Boruto and Sarada in a cut, and also another frame of Boruto and Sarada. It's like the Boruto writers know exactly what they're doing. Tell me, the Boruto writers know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Like they know what they're doing. To be honest, I haven't even seen. I'm afraid to actually watch it on stream because I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna go. The thing about me and music, I don't really mind the copyright right now because I'm not monetized on this channel. But when it comes to actually playing anime on stream, I think they actually do block the stream. So, you feel me? They'll get me out the paint real quick, expeditiously, in fact. But I don't know. I did kind of want to see what the streets was talking about with the anime. I liked it, bro. The war popping off. I got Chris Bell in the chat. Tone in the chat. One guy says, notice all the foreshadows in his opinion. As I think the outro, there is hints to possibly Land of Iron. Also Mitsuki fading like the fall. See, I didn't see the outro. Bro, I'm really afraid to watch it, bro. I'm gonna watch it later and give you my take. I might actually watch it, like do a reaction of it, and actually like edit it and also upload it. I might do that. Yo, have y'all seen Attack on Titan? And this right here is taking seasonal anime to a completely other level. You want to know how entrenched Attack on Titan is to a seasonal anime? They have 3 parts of one season. It's not even seasonal, it's partal. Like they have part 1 year, part 2 another year, and part 3 a completely other year as well. It's like, this is crazy. I thought they were gonna completely end Attack on Titan. That's not the case. That's not the case. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2's final episode has arrived, but the story will continue as it was confirmed that Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3 will officially be released in 2023. In 2023. Bruh, I don't know if y'all noticed, but me personally, this is the GOAT anime. Just me personally. You see what I'm saying? I refuse to read the manga because I don't want to be spoiled. I don't. I don't. Because and now I gotta wait a full other year. It's like, this is crazy. Like, bro, if y'all don't know, I'm on what do they call this? Anime Twitter. I'm ducking and dodging spoilers as it is, bro, for 3 years, and I got duck and dodge spoilers again. Another year. Like, I don't know, drag it out for the money. I mean, yeah, that is a fact. I mean, here's the thing. They can always make like a new generation like Boruto and gain more money. But I 100% agree. Attack on Titan as of right now, I don't necessarily know exactly what's going on. I know a lot of people didn't necessarily fully like the outro or the ending, but it's damn near gold. A lot of people love this show, and as much money as they can make on it, they're gonna do it. I'm pretty sure they didn't necessarily expect this, which is why they kind of dubbed season 4 the last season, and now they have to they're forced to actually make three separate parts of it. Attack on Titan is doing very well. I really do wish that there's another generation of Attack on Titan. If there is, I mean, it has to be completely contingent upon the ending. Now, again, I'm not completely sure about the ending, but so the people who do know about the ending, you guys are probably gonna drag me, but I think they could definitely do a series where it's like actually like just this civilization, because supposedly, I mean, let's keep it 1,000. It looked like everybody about to get crushed. I don't know if they stopped airing or not, but it looked like everybody about to get packed up. There could be like another episode where it's just like 100 people on the whole planet, like just trying to survive, things like that. It'd be a decent, or it could even be like a movie. Hopefully, they could probably continuously release movies, give a little bit more backstories. I don't know, but I definitely think that's one of the motivations though. They are making a lot of money with Attack on Titan, and stopping it right now probably wouldn't make the most sense. 100%. But speaking of money moves, what's it called is coming back. Hunter x Hunter. Did y'all see about this? I personally didn't watch Hunter x Hunter. I've always talked about me being afraid to watch Hunter x Hunter. Here's the thing about it, and this is just me. I've always said Hunter x Hunter takes too much hiatuses. And this right here, in my personal opinion, is a little bit what I'm feeling with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super right now. We just don't know when Hunter x Hunter is coming back, going on another hiatus. We don't know what's going on. Because of that, I've always said, I think that Hunter x Hunter is probably going to be an elite S tier anime, and I don't want to get too attached to an anime if I don't know the correct schedules. Dragon Ball Super, it was supposed to come back 4 years ago. Then it was supposed to come back 2 years ago. Now we don't know when it's coming back, bro. What is Geekdom talking about on YouTube about when Super is coming back, bro? I do want to know. Yo, we completely forgot about this. I ain't even gonna lie. We gonna come back. Hold up, bro. I keep it 1,000. You could type in this for any stopped anime that people want to come back. There's gonna be a bunch of videos about it. Return. Stop. Dragon Ball Super anime return in 2020 not confirmed. Akira Toriyama officially confirms Dragon Ball Super anime 2 2 days ago. Is this new 2 days ago? I don't know. Bro, any stopped anime that you guys probably want to. What's a stopped anime? Oh, Bleach is coming back already. Bleach is coming back. My guy says no words on Dragon Ball Super return yet. Yeah, I know there's no word on it, but you feel me? But this right here is essentially what I'm talking about. Because of this, I can't necessarily get too much into Hunter x Hunter. But because it's coming back, I might have to tap in. Free Game even hit me up, was like, yo, you probably gonna have to tap in with Hunter x Hunter. Hey, they funny as hell, bro. Yo, the memes on this Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, bro, is funny as hell, bro. I can't even cap. Yo, one of the things that I realized is that like social medias, when it comes to like anime, they think like completely different, bro. Like Boruto Twitter thinks completely different from like Instagram. Well, Boruto Instagram, and like that's like a completely different scenario from like Boruto Reddit as well. It's like completely different trains of thoughts. What's it called? I was looking for some Boruto TikToks to actually react to, but I'm not even sure. Could I actually go on TikTok on YouTube? I mean on desktop? Imagine if I could. You could. Wait, this is fire. Hold up. Imagine. This is my TikTok, by the way. I gotta upload more TikToks. I gotta upload more TikToks, bro. Keep it 1,000, bro. These TikToks right here is fire. These TikToks. People want to know about the continuation of the Naruto series, but don't want to sit through all of the filler. I got you covered. Boruto Crash Course Part 6 is going to be about Shadow Sasuke, aka the Shadow Hokage. The Battle Bokage, bro. This is the big dog right here we talking about. Sasuke is well known in the shinobi underworld. Despite losing to Naruto, Sasuke is still labeled as the more dangerous one. He's viewed as a loose cannon with a short temper. A great example of this is the Hidden Leaf Village interrogating a legendary rogue ninja for almost hours, and then he completely spills all the information as soon as Sasuke walks in the door. Sasuke is constantly traveling from dimension. One thing I gotta do, I gotta figure out like an actual designated way to turn, like, because people say when they watch my TikToks, they turn their head like 5 times because this one right here is like pointed, is like that way clockwise, and another one be like another way, and the other way be like actually straight. That's a dimension looking for traces of Otsutsuki members. During one of the missions, he was forced to fight an Otsutsuki member called Kinshiki Otsutsuki. Sasuke was easily swapping hands with Kinshiki, even though Kinshiki is said to be able to split planets with one blow. In another one of Sasuke's missions, he found a secret Otsutsuki dimension, and in that dimension was a whole 10 tails. Sasuke still has one. Yo, this right here was like groundbreaking information back then. 2020, June 2020. This was groundbreaking information because this wasn't in the anime. This was not in the anime. This is like groundbreaking information. When was my last TikTok? Is Naruto going to die? I doubt it. A lot of people actually think that Naruto is going to die because of what Kawaki said in the first episode. Essentially, he's going to send Boruto to where he sent the 7th Hokage. I've always had the idea that he sends Naruto to a different dimension, mainly because the person who actually taught Kawaki how to fight tried to do the exact same thing to Naruto twice. But outside of future Kawaki, there are 3 other people that could potentially kill Naruto. Wow. The first one is going to be Damon. From what we've seen, Damon has the strongest... Still a fact. Capabilities that we've ever seen in the series of Naruto. He reflects everything. So if he actually attacks Naruto and Naruto doesn't really know his abilities, he could definitely kill Naruto. Another character who could potentially kill Naruto is going to be Code. The last... Still a fact? Is this still a fact? Could Code still kill Naruto? I think it's still a fact. It's a little bit shaky because he was kind of hesitant to attack Naruto, but I still do think it's a fact. I think it's a fact. Person on this list is going to be Ida. Jigen, the guy who sold Naruto and Sasuke, ordered these 3 to be destroyed because they were too powerful. But 2 of these cyborgs really don't necessarily see Naruto as a threat. They're really only following Code's orders. And in the last chapter, we found out that they don't even really trust Code. So as of right now, this is still accurate information. What is it? Almost a full year later? This is still accurate information. Damn, my last TikTok was almost a year ago. Like, that's crazy. That's great. Yo, you know who's actually huge on TikTok? My guy NC Hammer. He is like absolutely huge on TikTok. 708K followers. 708K followers. My guy is different on TikTok. What is he talking about? What is my guy NC Hammer talking about?
A common misconception in the Naruto community is that Kakashi didn't do anything to get stronger between OG Naruto and Shippuden.
This is a fact. People always just like consider to hate plot armor and things such as that. And this right here was one of the biggest mistakes of the Boruto series, in my personal opinion. They never really shown Kakashi really training. They never really shown him really honing his skills, especially in regards to his Mangekyo Sharingan. Because let's keep it 1,000, he was struggling to knock off someone's, Data's arm in one arc. Next thing you know, he's literally transporting full-blown tailed beasts. Like, this is crazy. Like, they had to have shown at least some training. I understand you can't show everything. I would have really liked them to show some of Kakashi's training instead of some of the filler arcs that they did show. I know some of you guys like the filler back then, is called meta Naruto and things like that. I'd much rather see my guy Kakashi training.
People use this argument to scale Zabuza to an Akatsuki level threat. And I mean, I guess technically he is, because Juzo made the Akatsuki even though it was anime only, so if Juzo can make it, so can the Demon of the Mist. But here's the thing about Kakashi. In OG Naruto, yes, we see him get smacked around by Itachi, barely beat Zabuza, but by Shippuden he probably would have given Itachi a good run for his money. Well, by the...
I don't know. Itachi packing Kakashi up regardless. I'm sorry. Itachi is packing Kakashi up.
end of Shippuden. Because he didn't crush it against Nagato. But that's wrong, because Kakashi actually does do a lot of work between Naruto and Shippuden, and also during Shippuden. In fact, in the first couple of episodes of Shippuden, we see Kakashi training by himself, climbing up a rock face with one arm, and he opens the first gate to get over the rocks. Kakashi in OG Naruto was afraid to use his Kamui because it was connected to Obito, and he got it from killing Rin. Both physical training and mental recovery allowed him to become the shinobi he should be. But in fights against Zabuza, he was half the ninja he should have been.
See, the thing about Kakashi is that first impressions matter. One of the first impressions I got from Kakashi is that he was literally like, when I tell you, bro, this man was panicking. He was panicking like Perk at the free throw lines, as I said in the pod. When Orochimaru pulled up on him the first time after he placed the curse mark on Sasuke, and when I tell you, this man looked like he's seen a ghost of Kiev. Like, this is crazy. Hold up. Kakashi, Orochimaru. Again, I know I ain't trying to get clapped by YouTube, but I just want to show y'all this scene real quick. And this is why first impressions personally matter to me. No, another first impression was Kisame. Was Kisame, my God. He made Kisame look like a fool. But where was this? I mean, he pulled up on him as as Ambo. Hold up. What was this? Yo. Am I hot? When was this battle? This gotta be cap, right? I know for a fact this right here is in filler, but when was this? The crazy thing is, all of these frames look eerily familiar. Nah, this gotta be cap. This is cap. This is cap. This is cap. Nah, this is cap. It's cap. I know it's cap. Bruh, I ain't getting trolled anymore. It's cap. It's cap. It's cap. It's cap. But when Orochimaru pulled up on Kakashi the original time, it just made Kakashi look bad. And because of that, I never really looked at Kakashi the same again. But again, he did earn his respect, but that's my personal opinion. It just seemed like he wasn't really up there with the Akatsuki, the elite of the elites. And rightfully so. I personally do think that he's going to be good. My guy gave his take on Hunter X Hunter.
You're going to have to excuse the no shirt, guys. I just saw some of the biggest news of my entire life. We all know how I'm like the biggest Hunter x Hunter fan in history. I mean, look at my arm.
Holy, he really is.
So apparently, since Funimation or Crunchyroll are merging, Crunchyroll now has a new announcement.
Funimation and Crunchyroll is merging. When was this? When was this? Yeah, Orochimaru almost packed him up when he was younger. This is a fact. This is great, bro. I gotta go back. Yo, I've always said I gotta start rewatching some of Naruto, bro. I gotta start rewatching. It's like I'm so Boruto centric, bro. I gotta start rewatching some Naruto, bro. I got to.
Yeah, Crunchyroll is bringing back Hunter x Hunter. You're gonna have to excuse the.
This is fire. I actually like it. Yo, I like the competition. I like the competition, and it could be a good thing and a bad thing. The reason why it could be a bad thing is because it might just make the Boruto writers way too ambitious. But the reason why I think the competition is good for Boruto is because they're obviously gonna be, I should say, incentivized to put out a lot better content. Period, point blank. They have to be better. If they're competing with Hunter x Hunter now, combine that with anime like My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. Combine that with what else is out there? One Piece. Like, there's a bunch of anime out there, and just Hunter x Hunter. We all understand. A huge portion of Naruto fans are also Hunter x Hunter fans. That coming back, I'm telling you, it's gonna light. It might light a fire under the Boruto writers. Not only that, Dragon Ball Super gotta do something, bro. They gotta come back as well. Dragon Ball Super. They gotta light some fires under the Boruto writers, man. I like the competition. My guy says almost monetized. Facts, yeah, I'm almost monetized. But I did kind of want to see some hot takes from the boards with TikTokers, bro. Bro, it'd be some hot takes. Top. Let me just go videos. Wow, I gotta sign in. This is crazy. I gotta sign in. Damn. This is different. Matter of fact, I'm about to log in right quick. Hold up. I'm about to log in. Give me 1 second. Where's the thing? Oh, here it goes. Here's it. Yo, I'm wild, bro. Give me 1 second. Bro, this is new, bro. I wasn't even planning on streaming that long today. Give me like a second though. Where is? There we go. I think so. There we go. Never mind. We didn't get it. Give me 1 second. All right. I think that's it. I ain't gonna cap. This is still not it. But we about to rock out anyway. Bros. Bro, I'm getting new to streaming, bro. Yeah, I gotta chill. My God, Baron said, "Hey, what's up? What's good, my guy? I'm just sitting here. I'm about to see. I want to react to some of the TikTokers' hot takes about Boruto. The crazy thing is, every single time I'm on TikTok, I see a bunch of them, but I never really know how to get to them unless I'm actually logged into my account. Which I'm not right now, which is crazy. But I'm probably never gonna see him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to just resign and realize I'm probably never gonna see it, and probably go watch my guy Seth the Programmer's video. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna see it, bro. I'm probably never gonna see that. But yeah, I definitely do want to see my guy Seth the Programmer real quick. Yo, I was really supposed to react to this. This was the first thing I was supposed to react to. I ain't gonna lie. We've been on stream for like 50 minutes already. This is the first thing I was supposed to react to. All right, we here.
Seth the Programmer, and with me today, I have my son 6,
Not again,
the Naruto
bro.
YouTuber.
My guy Wix got another.
Today he didn't eat all my fries.
Big shout out to my guy 6. If you guys don't know 6 is like could I even call 6 a new YouTuber? Could we even still call 6 a new YouTuber? He been on YouTube for like a year now. He been on. Yo, this is why I never get to react to the videos. I always want to. I always get sidetracked, bro. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Chris. Bruh, I just realized I'm never finding 6. Why would 6 make his name 6? Oh, I did find 6. I did find 6. Well, yeah, shout out to my guy 6. He been on YouTube for a minute. You feel me?
Hello, everyone.
We not gonna watch that though. We gonna watch this. But shout out to my guy 6.
But I did see him sneaking a little bit too much snacks out of our closet today, and I was like,
my guy shouting, I'm chilling, bro. Just chilling, bro. Regular day. Hopped on, decided to stream today. Hopefully we keep it going.
all right, listen. You're gonna pay me back, and we're gonna upload another collab to get those chips back, alright? So, today, we're doing something we read in the comments of our last video, which was Donzo versus Hirzin.
Unironically, never done before. Just say that.
Unironically, never. The only time it's ever been done is just like those random 12-year-old made power level videos on YouTube
and
with
those don't
zero
count.
context, which don't.
Holy, he throwing shade? Holy, he throwing shade. Oh, Ayo. Yo. Who is it? Anime power scale? You gotta spin back. Anime power scale, you gotta spin back. Yo, who, bruh? Give me a second, bro. I gotta figure out. I don't know. I'm just typing Naruto power scale. See whom I gotta talk. He gotta spin back. He has to spin back. Yo, anime scale. You might have to spin back.
Count. So, yeah, this is one of the first times it's ever been done, and you'd think it's kind of a generic matchup that you hear a lot, but yeah, no one's ever really talked about it. I don't know if it's out of fear of views or what, but
fear of views.
It is an interesting matchup, and considering we did our Minato versus Orochimaru, I feel like Hirzin versus Donzo is actually more thematically interesting, if anything. We did Minato versus Orochimaru with Swaganai because Kishimoto was clear.
But to be honest, if I'd give my personal opinion, I'd have to go with Donzo. Donzo is just a different breed. At that particular point, when you talk about the Donzo that was altered by Orochimaru, obviously, with both the Sharingans, that Donzo, he just had way too many hacks and way too many abilities. I apologize. Now, Hiruzen in itself, I think he's an elite ninja. And one of the things that I hate about Donzo is that after a minute with the Sasuke fight, it was like every single kunai this man had to use a Sharingan. Every single kunai he had to use Izanagi. It's like every single excuse he was using Izanagi. Sasuke coughed too close to Donzo, he had to use an Izanagi. That right there gets me a little bit worried, but I still do believe Donzo probably wins.
Trying to establish a rivalry between them, which never really panned out with the fandom, but it was in the manga a few times. But this is more interesting because these are two old pseudo-ish rivals. It's more of a one-sided rivalry that Hirzin dominated, where they both wanted to become Hokage. However, Donzo missed the bar. He didn't have like that strong will of fire, or he didn't have that strong resolve to sacrifice himself for the other Leaf Shinobi like Hirzin was, and Tobirama was like, yep, he's the guy. And also, back in the day, Hirzin was the strongest of their troop. Now, whether that means that Hirzin was stronger than Tobirama when Tobirama made him Hokage, probably not, because of the simple fact that someone does comment that Tobirama is the strongest shinobi in Konoha when that happens.
Yep.
And then it seems as though here's...
The crazy thing about Tobirama is that a lot of people like to underrate my guy. A lot of people underrate Tobirama. I think it's because the fourth Hokage took his jutsu and made it a lot better. Because of that, a lot of people believe that Tobirama isn't necessarily like that. This guy, I wouldn't necessarily put him Minato. He's not Minato level, obviously. But he's relatively, I wouldn't say close, but he's up there. 100% he's up there. A lot of problems that Minato would cause any random ninja, here, my guy Tobirama will cause that as well. It's just simple as that. If someone can't legitimately stop the flying Raijin, Tobirama probably wins.
Becomes this ultimate god of war like Shinobi, where he's running across battlefields with him and Enma after the fact.
Yeah.
So that's where he establishes his big legend, which I really hope that the legend is he slapped up Kinkaku and Ginkaku. I really hope that's what it was. But
that would be cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's what would establish him as so legendary, is if he did something like that. But we never hear about it. So
about the Tobirama,
which is a fact. Like, they really hyped up the third Hokage a lot in Naruto Part 1. A lot. And we've never really heard about the stories. We never really heard about the trials and tribulations that he went through. We never really heard about any of that tough stuff. So I don't know. can we really give him that much flowers? I don't know. Especially since the main fight that we did see him in, he didn't necessarily look that good against Orochimaru, who isn't necessarily that OP of a character.
Here's the thing, just
at that time he was, but and right now he is, but middle Orochimaru wasn't necessarily that OP.
I wanted to comment on it real quick because there's a statement in I think Data Book 4 that says Hiruzen like surpassed Tobirama as
he's
a
more
child.
talented than him.
But yeah, it's literally just talking about talent. Like he's got better ninjutsu and stuff because he has more nature transformations. He can do more jutsu. And Tobirama, he's not really a guy who focuses on learning other people's jutsu so much as he creates his own. So that's probably what it's talking about. Not that he's actually like 4-year-old Hiruzen, but like in Mabop Tobirama or something like that.
Yeah, so the Tobirama versus Hiruzen debate is its own topic entirely. Personally, I like to say Hiruzen, at least as an Edo, is stronger. But, you know, whoever you think is stronger is whatever. He was probably, in his prime, he's definitely stronger than Tobirama. More.
I mean, statements, yeah. But from what we see, we haven't even really seen that much from Tobirama. So I guess statements, yeah.
Likely.
Yeah.
But as an old man, that's a totally different subject. So the interesting thing, though, is that Hiruzen was always stronger than Danzo when they were growing up. They were both under Tobirama's squad, as an example. And Hiruzen was the top dog, but Danzo, over time, as both he and Hiruzen decay from age, this applies to Tsunade as well, all the shinobi are decaying from age, which is why Orochimaru's whole thing is, okay, he viewed Hiruzen as the top dog shinobi, like the god of war shinobi, who was, like, solo stomping at...
Yeah, and Orochimaru even said, like, if this was a couple years back, he could have got clapped up. He essentially said it was a good idea that he spun right now.
One, creating waves, made the Sani, and did all this crazy stuff. And then he saw, you know, his master grow old and fall from grace, and he's like, okay, if a shinobi who can learn every jutsu, right, because Orochimaru thinks your capacity to learn ninjutsu is how strong you are, he thinks that Hiruzen, who mastered every jutsu, was the strongest shinobi, and if the strongest shinobi falls from grace due to aging, he needs to solve aging. So
yeah, that's actually something I never really fully thought about. This is a fact. And I wonder why Orochimaru kind of lost that drive. Because right now, he's not necessarily set still on learning completely everything. You see what I'm saying? And for example, the Sharingan. Maybe he put the Sharingan in his eye one time and tested it out and probably was like, I don't care about it too much. But when Shinichiro was introduced into the series, Orochimaru didn't really care that much about the Mangekyo Sharingan. He didn't really care that much. He was so much focused on Mitsuki. He was so much focused on his new projects. This right here is a good idea, but I definitely do want a deep dive episode specifically on Orochimaru and what he's been up to, because I think a lot of people would be interested in that.
This applies to Danzo as well. Applies to Jiraiya probably, and it probably applies to Tsunade. With Jiraiya...
Oh yeah, Hiruzen didn't know every single jutsu. Like he didn't know Izanagi, Izanami. Of course, he couldn't necessarily know the Kekkei Genkais and stuff like that. So not everything, but a lot of the baseline stuff that most ninjas can actually learn, he mastered most of it.
He overcame that due to his Sage Mode, so he gained a new ability, even though he's been aging, or he's mastered it more, and he's learned more techniques. Orochimaru surpassed aging via literally swapping bodies with younger people.
Do y'all think Orochimaru is in his own body right now, bro? Or not his own? Do y'all think that Orochimaru still has the white Zetsu body? Because at the end of the war arc, he stole a white Zetsu body, and of course, that gave him a bunch of abilities because the white Zetsu inherently already had the Hashirama cell, so now Orochimaru had the Hashirama cell. But in Boruto right now, Orochimaru looks a little petite. Orochimaru looks tiny. Like, it looks like he stole someone else's body. Either that, or it's possible that he made a synthetic body and then took that. I think that'd be a lot better, because here's the thing: Orochimaru is all well and good right now, but we understand if nature calls, nature calls. Orochimaru is not necessarily going to think that he's just going to die because he doesn't necessarily want to upset people by not taking another body. Orochimaru would do something like that, regardless of his situation.
Surpassed aging via...
Now that says, he's still in Zetsu. It's possible. It's possible. I just thought that the current Orochimaru looked a little bit shorter than what he was in the war arc.
literally swapping bodies with younger people. And Tsunade, her way of overcoming aging is more contentious. It's implied that she mastered new jutsu over the years, which is stated by Orochimaru. He thinks that she has mastered more jutsu since he last saw her, so perhaps she has been honing her abilities, even though her reflexes and stuff have aged as well. Yeah. And Danzo's way of overcoming aging was he just threw Sharingans and Hashirama cells all over his body. That's how Danzo overcame aging. And the thing with Hiruzen is that even though Hiruzen was the ultimate shinobi, at least at his time, he never did anything to overcome aging. He's just like, oh, you know what, Minato.
Now, speaking of the overcoming of aging, we seen my guy Seth. He just pointed out so eloquently a bunch of people that actually did multiple things for aging. Do you guys think that Sasuke and Naruto would kind of take up some sort of tactic to potentially reverse aging? May even be scientific technology. My stance automatically right now would probably be no. Because I haven't necessarily seen them do much to aid themselves in a minute. We talk about this all the time. Sasuke still has yet to get an arm. What is he waiting for? What is Sasuke waiting for? Sasuke, I don't even know if he's like nursing his eye or anything like that. But remember, when Kakashi got his eye taken out by Madara, it was immediately put back by a regular eye. People immediately put back other eyes. Sasuke's still walking around with a broken Rinnegan when he understands that there's possibly a shelter with multiple Sharingans. Like, I don't know if that's in them, but hypothetically, if there's a situation where they understand that it's going to be a sustained period of, let's say, war, or a sustained period of dangerous threats and stuff like that looming, they may actually feel the need to kind of preserve their battle strength because of the safety of the what's ever left. I don't know if it's still going to be a hidden leaf village by that time, but for the safety of whoever they're going to be protecting, that's possible. But as of right now, I don't necessarily see them doing anything like that to actually slow down their aging process. As of right now, they're still elite. They're 30-something years old. I think they could probably slow down in like 10 years. After that, I mean, then they could probably start to think about what they're going to do. But right now, I don't think so.
It's crazy. He just like sold like 1,000 ninja at once. Like, he can be Hokage. I'll just go smoke my...
Yeah, Ladino, he's atoning for his sins. I get that. But at this particular time, no one's really checking for Sasuke, trying to figure out exactly if he paid his dues already. We've seen Sasuke square up with Madara. We've seen Sasuke square up with Kage. We've seen Sasuke square up with Momoshiki. We've seen Sasuke square up with Ishiki, Kinshiki, countless other people. He atoned for his sins. We're even talking about in the war arc right now in the anime where the hidden mist ninjas that were actually in jail, they're about to just do one war and get their records completely expunged. Sasuke has been through multiple wars with the Hidden Leaf Village. He is good.
My pipe, and then he's like, wait, I actually have to still be a shinobi? Oh damn. And then he still remained being Kage or whatever. But he never did anything to overcome his aging. So Danzo, if anything, would become probably more...
And yo, this right here is something I never really realized.
Oh damn. And then,
my God, Hiruzen's hair is white. Danzo's hair is still black. Like,
Danzo, if anything, would become probably more powerful, and Hiruzen just only becomes weaker, which then makes the discussion more interesting. Did Danzo's amps allow him to surpass Hiruzen, who's only decayed extremely rapidly? Seeing Inoki go crazy on Madara just makes you really exaggerate how badly aging... I don't know if it's his clan or what, but Hiruzen aged like milk. He's rotten milk right now. And like...
Yeah, this is a fact. At the time we didn't necessarily know because this is the first old ninja that we really seen try to uncork. But after looking back, like, let's keep it 1,000. When Madara is on his deathbed, he might have been stronger in this version of him. What's it called? How do I forgot Hiruzen? My bad. He might have been stronger in this version of Hiruzen. He definitely did age like milk. But hopefully, and one of the reasons why one of the things that really got to me, when he was reanimated as this version. Like, we know clearly he has much stronger versions. Why was he reanimated as an old man? That made absolutely no sense to me.
I think it's just like Hiruzen didn't train or anything.
Like the whole like Minato era and stuff like that. And
because they sort of imply in the data books that Hiruzen has like this parental relationship with everyone in the village.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Matter of
So
fact, I'm
maybe he's
gonna
too
let my
busy
guy.
on
I'm gonna let
being
my guy
like
slide. I'm gonna let my guy slide.
I don't know, the father figure Hokage to actually keep training like he used to and keep up his physique. So he just went
Right.
downhill.
So not only is he aging, but he's also growing a little bit rusty as well.
Yeah.
But even though he's extremely rusty and out of it, he's still master of over 1,000 illusions alone. You know, everyone's like, oh, Kakashi has
Illusions? Like, just illusions. And what's it called? He about to bring it up just now. Like, we out here falling over Kakashi's 1,000 jutsu. You got just illusions. Like, we're not even getting into his actual other ninjutsu. Just illusions.
over 1,000 jutsu. Yeah, Hiruzen has over 1,000 genjutsu alone. And on top of knowing
Do you think, does Hiruzen have the largest bag in Naruto? Like, bag of jutsus. He might have the biggest bag. It's either Hiruzen or current Orochimaru, or potentially even like a Sasuke. Hiruzen might have the biggest bag.
every jutsu in the Leaf Village. So that's why Hiruzen was the next step up, whereas Kakashi was the prime example of an elite shinobi. He was a shinobi, the prime example of a very powerful Jonin. Hiruzen was the prime example of a Kage, which was, instead of 1,000 jutsu, he just had even 1,000 illusions on top of all his other jutsu. And that was kind of the discrepancy between them. On top of that, you have Hiruzen shown compared to Orochimaru, and Orochimaru at the time, Kakashi, just by looking at him, is like, wow, if I tried fighting Orochimaru, he would have just decapitated me.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying earlier. It's like first impressions. Like Kakashi, it's like he was nowhere close to a character like Orochimaru. So when people talk about Kakashi amongst the upper echelons, let's say Itachi's the meat and toes, the pains, it's like, let's keep it 1,000. Kakashi's just not that. Even though War Arc Kakashi is arguably that, but I don't know.
In like one attack.
His head's literally just rolling.
Yeah, I need to go lift some weights. And that's literally what happened.
I'm a fool. He's like, I completely miscalculated. What's wrong with me?
Yeah. So Hiruzen was he was a next level opponent, and so is Orochimaru. Now,
my guy ATG says, what illusion did he even have? I have absolutely no idea. This right here is one of the biggest problems with Hiruzen, is because a lot of his feats come from just statements. No actual fact. Like during the actual battle with Orochimaru, which was the biggest one that we did actually see, he was extremely washed. He was an old man. And not only that, during the war arc, he was also washed, an old man. Things like this really got me frustrated. It's like a character that was quote unquote the god of shinobi, a character that at one point was the strongest of all time, supposedly, a character that we seen in early on absolutely 2v1ing the first and second Hokage. How do we not see anything else from this guy after he's dead? You see what I'm saying? But I get where you're coming from. They didn't necessarily show us his illusions, but contextually, Hiruzen was like that.
What's interesting though is that Danzo is also rather impressive, but is he as impressive as Hiruzen? And that's where it gets a little bit more debatable. I'll let Six take over from there.
So the main thing we all have to use to scale Danzo is like ignoring hacks, right? We'll go over Kodo Matsukami later.
We'll go over the actual matchup later. Let's just
that's
scale
an entire another part of the discussion. We just have Danzo's fight with these random shinobi prior to the Kage Summit, and it's just sort of implied that Danzo just mops up these Jonin. But it's something you sort of expect from this person anyway. Like he pulls out his Sharingan and he's like, "Oh, I got a Sharingan." It's like pretty obvious, whatever. So he mops up Jonin. He's clearly above Jonin level, whatever. He's like a Kage level Hiruzen rival. And then he gets into his fight with Sasuke. And
this was that. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm being 1,000, this right here might be one of my favorite fights, I should say. Not one of the best. One of my favorite fights, probably top 5 favorite of mine. Sasuke was just so heartless in this episode. Just like, he literally looked, what was her name? I forgot her name. How do I forget her name? But you know what I'm talking about, the redhead. He looked her in the eye and literally just absolutely clapped her. It wasn't even really like a second thought from my guy Sasuke. It was immediate.
And you would think Danzo is doing pretty well, but we went over it, and he's kind of not.
Yeah, we like to do brainstorming for the base. We don't script our collabs. We like to brainstorm just like for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And when we looked at the fight, we're like, wait a minute. He kind of just is getting one tapped over and over again.
Which is what I was saying earlier on. It was like they tried to use any single excuse to have my guy Danzo use up his Sharingan. Just like one kunai, oh Izanagi. One, if I'm telling you, he passed gas close to my guy Izanagi. It was like, what was going on here?
Until Sasuke just gets tired.
Like, there's literally
Cuddy
a
and there it
part
goes.
where Sasuke's coming at Danzo, and in one swoop, he cuts off his arm and then cuts Danzo in half. And it's like, what? Like, and then
Yeah.
he crushes him with the Susanoo hand. He punches him and kills him one time. The arrow is too fast for him to even weave signs or something like that. Like, he's literally getting bullied the entire fight. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Again, I think that was more just here. This is just me. I might be completely capping. First things first. Plot-wise, Sasuke was going to win this fight. 1000%. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. You see what I'm saying? Another thing, though, they had to show off the jutsu that everybody was talking about. And I think that right there was the goal. You couldn't necessarily have this fight span out for 10 episodes and have absolutely completely thought out reasons upon why he used every single Sharingan. So they had to just, one kunai, hey, you got to use that Sharingan, my guy. So I think that was the reason, but it just didn't play out correctly. Maybe just have Danzo only have 3 Sharingans. Just give him 3 times to use it. Like not like 15.
So something else though is like, if you want like a more direct scale, how strong is Danzo actually? He's able to somewhat like peel apart like the armor of the Susanoo, using his summoning jutsu, as well as him using a wind style that's like being enhanced via his summoning jutsu on Sasuke's back, while his Susanoo is somewhat immobile. It's somewhat immobile because it doesn't even have legs at this moment, but that's a whole different argument. But even after using like basically his ultimate AP technique, like if he was to have, what's his strongest attack, it would probably be that, as far as we know, other than his hacks. And it literally just kind of rips off some skin off of the Susanoo. It doesn't actually do any damage. And other than that, Sasuke literally grabs him, and I'm not joking, he just crushes him like a piece of paper or something. So the other argument...
Yeah, they had my guy Danzo going out bad, bruh. They really had my guy Danzo going out bad. We was talking about Will Smith's walk a little bit earlier. Sasuke's walk when Danzo was essentially like bleeding out and realizing that everything was bad as Hashirama cells going haywire. That Sasuke walk was absolutely elite.
Though if you want a more direct scale of Danzo, is that how does he scale to Sannin level? Like, how does he actually scale to Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Tsunade? So now, while we do know there's a relationship between Orochimaru and Danzo, it does seem somewhat headcanonly implied that Orochimaru is the superior of their duo. Danzo wanted Orochimaru to be the Kage, for the most part, not only because of his decision-making in their relationship, but probably because...
Imagine how different things would have turned out if Orochimaru was the Hokage. Like, damn.
It makes more sense.
Orochimaru would probably still be Hokage. That's the crazy part.
Him being Kage, but on top of that, the Konoha elders wanted Jiraiya or Tsunade to be Kage over Danzo. And in fact, Kakashi was also being recommended as Kage. And then after every...
Which I never really understood, because we talked about a little bit earlier how he was shaken with just like the idea of fighting against a character like Orochimaru. Like, how could that guy at that point be Hokage? Right now, like, when he was 6 Hokage, absolutely, because, of course, the war arc happened, he got the insane power buff. Of course, that version of Kakashi, we agree. He's able to be Hokage, but the Kakashi back in the day, it's like, what were they thinking? I don't know.
Everything else pretty much failed. It was just, they decided to go with Danzo over Kakashi after Tsunade and Jiraiya were out of the picture. Yep. Implying that the Sannin were better.
I mean, here's the thing. My guy Juju Kaisen, he in the chat talking. Here's the thing. I don't even... Is that version of Orochimaru being Danzo? I don't know.
Kage candidates than someone like Danzo. So it could be heavily implied that Danzo was not Sannin level. So
yeah, and then like even with that, the Hokage is supposed to be the strongest in the village. That's kind of what they go for, as well as being trustworthy. So they're not gonna pick someone who's weak just to be Hokage just because they're trustworthy. So
they were literally about to pick Kakashi. They were literally about to pick Kakashi. At that time, he was respectfully, he was weak.
Could kind of imply even Kakashi over Danzo. And then going through Data Book 3, this seems to be somewhat consistent. So Data Book 3 says about Kakashi, the hand that combines spirited technique belongs to Konohagakura's #1 ninja. And then if
he's
you
also
at,
called the #1 ninja in Data Book 1 as well.
Yeah. And if you look at the Shinobi data chart, it tells you what the little symbol by the people on the data book means, and it means that Danzo is a Konoha Shinobi at the time. So
yeah, so even though he was kicked out of like the root thing, and his root was
holy, they breaking it down, partner. They breaking it down.
Discontinued, he's still a Konoha Shinobi. That was never like stricken from him. So whether or not this applies to Part 1, if it applies to Part 1, that Kakashi is just objectively stronger than Danzo, even in Part 1.
That has to be impossible. I'm sorry, that just has to be impossible. I cannot see that version of Kakashi, Part 1, being stronger than Danzo. Now, I get it. If you even maybe you even got an argument with the pain version of Kakashi versus Danzo, but this version of Kakashi versus Danzo, I'm sorry, I can't get jiggy with that.
If it only applies to this part, then it means that at least pain arc.
My God, Judas said, what version do I think is the strongest version of Orochimaru? The strongest version has to be the current version of Orochimaru, Boruto or Orochimaru. I mean, he literally Hokkai'd an old girl that was, you feel me, a part of the Kado organization. I genuinely do think Orochimaru right now would give Minato a run for his money. Probably. He'd probably give him a run for his money. We just need to see Orochimaru actually in battle. We've seen him versus Log. We've seen him during the Kado organization thing. We've seen him pack up, what's his name? Victor 2.5. Like, we've seen Orochimaru cause some damage when he's in Boruto. We just need to see more of him. Especially in an arc like this in the Mist Village. Oh my, imagine they sent Orochimaru over there. Bro, I'm salivating just thinking about it. Hang on.
Ashi is stronger than Danzo. And this is interesting because Shukaku, who is basically the top dog in terms of intelligence in the Leaf Village, he's like, no, Kakashi should be, like, the Hokage. And then Danzo's like, no, we need reasoning right now. The argument Danzo makes to become Kage is not even his power level or anything. It's due to, like, the reasoning. He's like, no, you've given all these Kage a chance. You need someone like me now. You need someone with a different mindset to save this village. And that's why he is more specifically chosen at the time. And a lot of the things, they were also trying to bring up, Kakashi's age, he's young, he's, stuff like that. They were, like, doubting him a little bit, but not because of his power level. So you could argue even Danzo being chosen, even though Hokage is supposed to be the strongest in the village, that Danzo being chosen as Hokage was the feudal lord being a little bit ignorant and being manipulated, which might be Koto Matsukami as well. We never really know. But at the time, that's what we know about him. So it seems as though if you're trying to be more rational, that the Sannin are probably stronger than Danzo. And Danzo is probably, if anything, weaker than Kakashi, and this is actually some...
That has to be capped. Here's the thing. And I think at that particular time, especially when the data books were out and everything like that, originally in Part 1, Danzo, I don't think that he really had all those other Hashirama cells, or it was documented that he had the Hashirama cells, he had the Sharingans and stuff like that. Like, Danzo was going fairly under the radar. I think it's fair to say, especially Koto Matsukami, like, these are just things that significantly make Danzo a lot stronger than just regular guys. I think at that particular point, they didn't really take that much into consideration. Here's the thing. I think that Danzo 1000% is Sannin level, is Kage level, 100%. He's stronger than this version of Kakashi. I don't necessarily know if he wanted to publicize it. Like, for example, when he was kind of like making a case for him to become the Hokage, he's not about to say, hey, I'm stronger than Kakashi because I have Koto Matsukami, I have multiple Izanagis. He's not going to do, I got Hashirama cells. He's just not going to do that. But I get where they're coming from, though.
What implied by Kakashi also reacting to a stronger Sasuke's Susanoo arrow. Whereas Danzo could barely do that to a weaker Sasuke. So if the Sasuke Susanoo type is based on his power level, which is actually implied when it first gets the clothes and the bow and arrow, it's actually stated he's stronger. Then when Sasuke's Susanoo doesn't just get clothes, but full armor, like Itachi's Susanoo, then Kakashi reacts to it. Then Kakashi has actually better feats by that time, which further supports he is the number 1 shinobi over Danzo as well. So with that out of the way, you can somewhat imply that Hiruzen is stronger than Danzo.
Like, just speaking of Itachi, because we went over this a little bit before video. After Hiruzen dies, Itachi comes back to the village in order to, like, kind of...
Turk is talking facts. He says even with the reputation of being Itachi, Data, and Orochimaru, what's it called? Kakashi still thought it was impressive that Sasuke beat Danzo. This is a fact. Kakashi also didn't know about his Sharingan hacks, so base Danzo is a lot stronger than he gets credit for. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say the data books are wrong. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say the data books are wrong. I mean, it has to be. Like, it has to be, especially for that time. If it's for that time, okay. But overall, I think it's a little bit misguided. I get where they're coming from, though. I think they're trying to make the point. Hey, Kakashi is supposedly weaker than Orochimaru. Kakashi essentially understood that he couldn't necessarily stand a chance against the third and stuff like that. So, hey, what's it called? If Danzo is weaker than Kakashi, Danzo can't be stronger than the third. I get it, but you feel me? It's
like,
still
so
a little
Danzo,
bit.
like, yeah, I'm still here. Don't mess with Sasuke. And Seth was saying, this may imply that since Hiruzen's dead and Itachi's doing this, that prior to his death, Hiruzen is the thing keeping Danzo in check. So maybe, like, because Danzo doesn't really listen to Hiruzen orders anyway, so it's probably like a power thing.
Yeah, so it's somewhat implied that Hiruzen, like, he was somewhat wary of his power still, which is interesting because he knows, about his power compared to, say, Orochimaru and stuff like that. Even hears Hiruzen talking about it. Lots of points, Hiruzen even says directly, like, no, a fight with Orochimaru is scarier than you think, and it's very obvious that Danzo probably knows that as well. If Orochimaru knew it, if Orochimaru's like, yep, what's up, old man, I know I'm going to be able to fight you now, then Danzo probably knows as well.
And this is the fact. I mean, I think they're definitely making a very good case for the third Hokage over Danzo. I mean, I don't necessarily want to be that guy, but it's like, what is the third going to do against Kodo and Matsukami? Like, legitimately, what is he going to do against that? You see what I'm saying? There's nothing really stated that he's, like, completely invulnerable to Genjutsu or anything like that, especially a Genjutsu of the level of Kodo or Matsukami. Not only that, I mean, you could probably kill Danzo once or twice or 3 or 4 times, like... But like sooner or later, you have to think Danzo he's probably gonna understand. He's probably gonna find a way around a lot of his jutsus, especially if it's not necessarily of the level of like a Susanoo that Sasuke was using. You see what I'm saying? With his Mangekyo Sharingan. I don't know.
Being very close to Hiruzen throughout the years, but still, the fight is interesting not just because of that, but it's more so. Can Hiruzen actually out-hacks Danzo, or is his power level enough to overcome Danzo's hacks? So
that's really the question.
Weird.
I literally just asked that. That's really the question. Like, what is he gonna do against Kodo Matsukami? You see what I'm saying?
So I'll say right off the bat, if Danzo starts off with Kodo Matsukami, there's no real battle to be had.
Again, I don't want to be that guy, but sometimes that guy is kind of right. Like, what is he gonna do against Kodo Matsukami? You see what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's a Genjutsu that Hiruzen arguably doesn't even know about or know that Danzo even has, and it affects you, like, subconsciously to the point where you don't even know you got hit by it. So it's kind of, like, weird to argue Hiruzen would just neg it when the fight first just starts if they're in character. However, if it's used mid-battle, say like Hiruzen's using Enma, then it's a little bit more interesting because you could argue that Enma can work independently of Hiruzen
100%.
and knows all his mental states and would be able to help him counter Kodo Matsukami. I'll let you go into that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the best way to counteract Genjutsu is essentially not being alone. You see what I'm saying? Or just having a tail beast. Essentially not being alone, still the same thing. But if they're literally in character, as my guy was just talking about, what's it called? Danzo is much more likely to pull out a Sharingan Big Paws a lot more quickly than Hiruzen would be to summon Monkey King Enma. 100%. So I think just off of that, again, I hate to be that guy, but what is he going to do against Kodomatsu Kami?
But
Yeah, so during the battle with Orochimaru, Hiruzen is obviously very distraught because he's fighting his student. Kakashi even says he feels like sort of the same way whenever he goes up against Sasuke. It's just like a feeling these people have. He's not fighting like himself, like he's literally allowing himself to be hit, things like that. And Enma starts fighting for Hiruzen, like fending off some of Hashirama's wood style, which by the way, in and of itself is a feat. He's fending off Hashirama's wood style, and he's like, Hiruzen, why are you acting so weird? Start fighting for real. So if he notices Hiruzen's like messed up or his chakra's disturbed, he could probably just break him out by handing him chakra, the same way they do to Mifune in the Kage Summit after he's out of Kodomatsu Kami.
another thing too is if you think that Danzo has a summoning jutsu, at least by part 1, which this is debated about as well.
Why would that be debated? Like, doesn't he have the summoning jutsus? I thought this right here would probably like coming out.
But if you think that Danzo has his summoning jutsu in part 1, then Hiruzen's Enma is actually stronger than Danzo's elephant. He would actually be able to throw Enma at Danzo if he ever gets hit by Kodo, or at least Enma would be able to act independently, and would probably be able to put the hands on Danzo to the point where it would probably break Hiruzen out of Kodo, arguably. And this is weird because Danzo's Kodo Amatsukami works a little bit different than Shisui's or Itachi's Crow, which you can also get into if you want. But
yeah, I mean, the theory is extremely simple. It's just that the eye that is on Itachi gives commands, while Danzo's eye...
Oh my God, Black Cloak Shinobi in the chat, he talking facts, bro. Get Baara to 1K. Or get Baara's burner to 1K. This is a fact, bro. If y'all ain't subscribed already, you guys might as well subscribe, hit the like button. You feel me? Hopefully I'll be streaming a lot more in the future. I ain't gonna make no promises. I hate making promises, but I'ma try.
Requires a constant stream of chakra to control someone sort of like a puppet. So Itachi's command is protect the leaf, but with that, he can do different things to protect the leaf. Like he can teach Naruto things about teamwork, and he can go stop Kabuto, who he deems like a big threat, bigger than Obito, whatever. And Danzo, he's actively making Mifune respond to the Kage and things the Kage are saying in current time. So it's not like he gave him a set, like a script to read or anything like that. He's literally telling him like, oh, say this now, say this now.
Crud in the chat, he says Sasuke literally killed Danzo 10 times and it was low difficulty. Just what I was saying. I don't know if it was supposed to be that way. I just think that they wanted to highlight the Izanagi's and they had to kill Danzo somehow because obviously it was like the Sasuke thing and it was Sasuke's story. And to kill Danzo, he literally had to kill Danzo 12 times. So they had to make it like some random stuff. Again, he was throwing kunais at Danzo and Danzo was dying just off of that. Like, let's keep it 1,000. Denki can deflect that. Denki's more durable. So, I don't know.
And then that makes Al come down. He's like, oh, I recognize that chakra because Al's fought Shisui in the past sometime. And he's saying Shisui's genjutsu lets you control people, blah, 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 without their awareness. And that's when Danzo turns it off. They're asking him, like, remove his bandages, show him the Sharingan.
So, in terms of Kodo, if it's used at the very beginning, it probably wins by default. But if it's used mid-battle, Enma might be able to snap him out of it. Enma is strong enough to fight the Kage summonings even before he's in his staff form. Apparently his staff form is stronger than his normal state, and in his normal state, he literally kicks away the Hokage summonings, which were already rivaling Orochimaru and Hiruzen to begin with. So Enma would be strong enough to actually put the hands on Danzo, as Enma is stated to be the strongest summoning and has that feat. On top of this, though, there are some...
Yo, speaking of Enma, bruh, can we please have my god Konohamaru get Enma? They got to give him something, bruh. They have to. Like, what? Enma probably just chilling. He bored. Like, he's probably bored. Whenever Konohamaru is in a battle, we need to see Enma simultaneously. I mean, instantly. Expeditiously. Bro, before Konohamaru throws a punch, he needs to summon him. Before. This is just a fact. I'm sorry.
Weird things in terms of the fight that I actually kind of made me want to do this video, and that's misconceptions. So the first thing we need to go over, Hiruzen is strong enough to fight Danzo, but does he have the stamina to? This is the biggest question. Does he have the stamina to? Now, when I was actually brainstorming this topic, I actually thought of a weird refutation to the fact that Hiruzen has bad stamina, because I actually don't believe that anymore at all. I actually think he has insane stamina. So this is the reason I think he has insane stamina. So the one thing that people point out for him having bad stamina, and I used to do this as well, literally an hour ago, is that Hiruzen fights 3 Sannin level opponents. Dude, imagine if all 3 Sannin jumped him at once, and that's pretty much what Hiruzen is doing, okay? Imagine he had to fight Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru all at the same time, and maybe in their base forms. And that's pretty much what he did. And then people are like, oh, after he had to fight these 3 Sannin, he got a little bit tired. It's like, yeah, he would get a little bit tired. Like, that's kind of insane. Like, that's cracked.
But the thing is that Danzo has like 12 lives. Like, yeah, he literally has like a dozen lives. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Hey, you feel me? Sign level character, you defeat 2 of them and you're tired. But this guy got like 12.
Yeah. And then after he gets a little bit tired, he then goes into basically his ultimate state, which is, the state that Haku suggests amps Shinobi, and this applies to Hiruzen as well, in the data book as well, that when he thinks he's protecting others and he gets over his depression fighting Orochimaru, his true powers are unleashed. He then dispatches the 2 Kage, which were rivaling the Sannin, and then he squares off with Orochimaru to the point where he's tug-of-warring with his soul for an hour. And this is stated, for an hour, he's tug-of-warring with his...
I get it. I get where you come from. I don't necessarily have any problem with his stamina. Again, I've always just been saying, what is he going to do against Kodo Matsukami? And I hate to play that role, but what is he going to do?
Soul for an hour. But not only this is after he had to take down the 2 Osani level Kage, was already exhausted, and then Enma...
Danzo loses chakra every time he uses a Sharingan though, or loses a Sharingan though. I get that, but it's like I personally do believe. This is just me. After let's just say the physical, you feel me, toll, hypothetically, on a character like Old Man Third, I don't necessarily think that he could handle that 12 times, especially since Danzo isn't necessarily going to be losing as much stamina as like a 3rd Hokage did when he was fighting against 3 regular Sannin. We understand Danzo got absolutely trashed multiple times. Again, stated that I just think it's for plot reasons. I just think at that particular time it was just for plot reasons to have Sasuke get the W, and they had to do it in a short amount of time. They couldn't necessarily span the fight out 10 episodes. But again, after not even talking about the Kodo Matsukami, I think the physical total in 3rd would definitely be immense.
To catch a sword impaling him from behind.
Oh, Big Mello in the chat. I ain't even see my guy Mello. What's good, Mello?
And literally making him bleed out
Oh, Mel, what's your take on this? 3rd Hokage versus Danzo. I've been saying this. I don't necessarily think that 3rd could get past the Kodo Matsukami. Period, point blank. I think there's a lot of other things that the 3rd Hokage has, and if we're going to talk about speed, strength, regular things like that, obviously the 3rd Hokage is probably going to be a lot better than that. Not only that, ninjutsu, 3rd Hokage probably got one of the deepest bags in Naruto, but Kodo Matsukami is one of those things. Just like if we're talking Ishiki Otsutsuki, we don't need to talk about anything else in regards to his versus battles. We're talking about him versus another character. All we have to talk about is speed and strength. What are they going to do against the speed and strength? Like, taijutsu wise, he's absolutely mopping most people. With this, what is he going to do against Kodo Matsukami?
Hour while he plays tug of war with a Sannin who's already probably stronger than Danzo. For an hour. And the Anbu in the background they're like, what kind of shinobi can fight for an hour? This is virtually unheard of.
An hour? I mean, again, this is all a hindsight 2020 vision, but let's keep it 1,000. We heard about Kage and them fighting for multiple days at a time. Naruto and Sasuke fought for like damn near a whole day. Like, I forgot the actual numbers. Mello probably knows this, or some of you guys probably know in the chat. An hour isn't necessarily crazy when it comes to the elite upper echelons.
Yeah.
He says this is a legendary stamina feat, basically. From old stamina like restricted Hiruzen. He's going this crazy. So then you have to ask yourself, okay, if Hiruzen can fight basically 3 Sannin level opponents, maybe not amped Sannin, but at least base Sannin level opponents, which are still very powerful, then that means you have to wonder, can Danzo put that same level of pressure on Hiruzen to even make him that tired? Can Danzo put the same level of pressure on Hiruzen as he has to fight his own student and as well as 2 people who rival him in power all at the same time? Can Danzo put that pressure on him? And I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
Can an arguably weaker than Kakuzu fight Kakashi opponent fight on the level of 3 Sannin at the same time? Probably not.
Probably
No.
not. Probably not. And it's to the point where it's like, okay, I want you guys to ask yourself this. Say Hiruzen goes full power, all right? It's a versus matchup, right? Say Hiruzen goes full power. He's ready to defend the Leaf Village. He's like, all right, Danzo, I'm sorry. I don't care if it's my brother or whatever. I'm going to kill you now. Do you think that Danzo can last for an hour against Hiruzen?
No.
Because here's the...
Again, they're kind of tiptoeing. Outside of Kodo Matsukami, I think we could all possibly agree the third Hokage might be able to watch Danzo. And this right here is just assuming that you from the Danzo that we do know and love. I mean, the Danzo that they were talking about in the data books and such is that, you feel me, it's like kind of equal to the Danzo that's now has Hashirama Cell, that now has a bunch of Sharingans, things such as that. Just off of that, let's just say the third Hokage, we understand the third Hokage wins, but what about Kodo Matsukami?
thing, Sasuke doesn't have good stamina either, especially with MS. When he has EMS, he has good stamina. But MS Sasuke does not have good stamina at all. He uses a few abilities, he wants to pass out. It's just like Itachi. Itachi's Amaterasu one time, he's huffing and puffing. All right? Same thing.
Mel, you talking about the same thing? If the third's tactics are better than Danzo's hacks, it's GG's, we understand that. But what tactics are better than a jutsu like Kodo Matsukami?
Here, Sasuke uses his MS ability and runs out of stamina.
Yo, this is what I was talking about. Oh my goodness, this is what I was. Yo, he couldn't get past some Shuriken.
Same thing. Here, Sasuke uses his MS
couldn't get past some Shuriken, bruh. Come on.
ability and runs out of stamina. But the other thing people don't know is that while Sasuke runs out of stamina very quickly using his abilities, so does Danzo. Because what people don't know is there's two statements of Danzo losing chakra due to using abilities. The first one is where he can barely react to Sasuke's Susanoo arrow, which is weaker and slower than the one Kakashi reacted to. Wink, wink.
All right, this is fact. I think I can see this point. 100%. Danzo looks like stamina-wise, he isn't there. And I kind of forgot this legendary scene right here when they both kind of stabbed each other, and of course Danzo thought that he had another Sharingan left. He looked extremely tired. He looked gassed. Straight gassed.
React to. It's also stated he loses chakra when his eyes close. So whenever one of his eye abilities close due to him regenerating, he loses chakra. He basically loses power every single time. So Hiruzen, if he's whooping him up with Enma's staff for an hour, it's only getting easier as time.
All right, yeah. Maybe I was wilding. Yeah, all right.
Goes on, rather than hard.
So stamina-wise, yeah.
Which makes it even harder to argue Danzo has the actual pressure of Orochimaru plus 2 Sannin level summonings. It's just not likely at all, at least in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I'll let you talk, Six. I ran.
No. I agree like completely. And then I literally just found this like mid video.
Wait,
At
what is
the
this?
end of the Sasuke fight.
Bro, tell me they ain't about to cut off before they get to the part where I like. I was talking about Sasuke's walk at this particular point. Watch them cut off the scene, bro.
Danzo is unaliving himself.
They ain't cut off.
He's talking about Hiruzen, and he says,
This the walk I'm talking about. Tell me this man Sasuke not walking like a straight thug, bro. What is this?
no matter how far I ran, I could never catch up to you. So
Oh, there you go. That's
he's
why
weaker
Danzo.
than Hiruzen.
That's why Itachi had to remind Danzo not to mess with Sasuke after Hiruzen died. Okay, there you go. So Hiruzen did actually seem to scare Danzo in the power department. Anyways, guys, that's really all there is to say. Feel free to subscribe to me.
Melon says the Kodomatsu Kami isn't that hard to break out of. How I want to know, how did the samurai break out of the Kodomatsu Kami? I don't think it was. I don't think it was ever shown. Was it? Maybe I'm bugging. Let me see what my guy Swag talking about. Educate us with the Kodomatsu
Yo,
Kami.
what's going on, everybody? Swaikage here, and welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about Kodomatsu Kami, the Mangekyo Sharingan ability of Shisui Uchiha, and what is widely considered to be...
The crazy thing about the Kodomatsu Kami, I really believe that it should have been a lot more prevalent, a lot more popular than it was. You see what I'm saying? I think the first things first. I think the name probably got a big reason upon why it wasn't as popular as like like the Shidori or something like that. But the Kodomatsu Kami, I think it should have had multiple times that it was used. Just using it one time on Itachi, don't get me wrong, impeccable placement, because Itachi was like a huge focal point, and of course the war arc. But I think it could have been used a lot more times, a lot more. Especially if it's like especially if like a certain situation where the Hashirama could potentially shorten the time, which it kind of did to a couple of years. But I don't know. A time in part 1 and a time in part 2, I think that would have probably been perfect, and especially the time in Boruto. Maybe Sasuke could, I don't know, have a version of Kodomatsu Kami, hopefully.
The most powerful genjutsu in all of existence. Now, this is going to be a pretty short video, because while Kodomatsu Kami is certainly a bit more confusing than Tsukuyomi is, it's not nearly as complicated. As a matter of fact, I'd venture to say that this is the easiest Mangekyo Sharingan ability to explain. Before I jump into its mechanics, though, let me spend a little bit of time...
That's another problem, though. The reason why it's kind of like easy to explain is because there's not a lot of information about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, if we look up Naruto's what's it called? If we look up Naruto's like Narutopedia page, there's gonna be a lot of information. It'll be so it's not necessarily easy to explain. But if you want to explain a character like, let's say, Jigen, there's probably like, it's not that much pages. Like, even though Jigen is extremely complicated, it's just not a lot of pages.
Explaining its roots to you. So like all Mangekyo Sharingan powers, Kodomatsu Kami's name is rooted in Japanese folklore, and in this instance, it's named after a phrase that means distinguished heavenly gods, and one that refers to a group of 5 Shinto gods who have existed since the beginning of time. These gods in particular were considered significantly more important than most others, so the fact that Kishimoto named this technique after not just one of these gods, but all 5 of them, is probably indicative of the fact that it's a very powerful jutsu, even by Mangekyo Sharingan standard.
Imagine the theories back in the day. Oh, it's 5 gods of the Kodomatsu Kami. There's 5 people that probably have the Kodomatsu Kami. Isn't that what people are doing nowadays with Boruto? I think so, because there's something, I forgot what it was, but there's an ability that Boruto has that means, I think, multiple people, and people think it's multiple people that have it. It's possible. I think it's a decent theory, but especially back in 2020 vision, again, hindsight, looking back at the Kodomatsu Kami, I can almost guarantee there was a theory that said, oh, there's 5 people that probably have the Kodomatsu Kami.
It gets a lot of hype from both the characters in the manga and from the fan base, and rightfully so. The power that Kodomatsu Kami gives a person access to is one that most people summarize as mind control, though it's a bit more complicated than that. What this genjutsu allows a person to do is place targets under a sort of hypnosis, where without even realizing it, their mind is tampered with in the most subtle of ways. Basically, the point of Kodomatsu Kami is to control somebody with such incredible subtlety that they don't even realize that it's happening in the first place. From my understanding, it alters the way their brain forms thought.
Which was always like kind of confusing, because genjutsu in its nature, most genjutsus, they kind of aim to do that. I know obviously some of them make it absolutely overt, like the Tsukuyomi. Some of them make it overt, you see what I'm saying? But for example, the time when Naruto was like completely taken over by a genjutsu from Itachi, and I personally believe it wasn't even like a visual genjutsu, it was like a hand sign that put Naruto under genjutsu. Naruto thought like that was actually like real life. You see what I'm saying? That was like a version of mind control.
And uses chakra to disrupt the signals being sent back and forth throughout the brain. This causes targets to think that they're acting of their own free will, even though all of their actions are by the design of the jutsu caster. It's very important to distinguish the differences between the complete control that something like the Edo Tensei allows a person, and the subtle suggestive control that Kodomatsu Kami gives a person. While under this jutsu's effects, a person will still act as they normally would. Their mannerisms, vocabulary, body language, routines, all of that sort of stuff remains the same. same, but they will always carry out any orders specifically given to them by the person exercising control over them. Because of this,
And I think that's what kind of separated the Kodo Matsukami from the other ones. Like, Itachi wasn't able to tell Naruto, like, hey, do this. Or he wasn't necessarily able to act on Itachi's own will. So that right there probably separated Kodo Matsukami. But just mind control itself, I think a lot of genjutsus aim to do that.
it's very difficult to detect when somebody is under this jutsu's effects. And furthermore, I think it's safe to say that it makes it the most powerful form of control in the Narutoverse. This is pretty well substantiated.
Is it? Is it? It might be. I know Ito Tensei is a decent form of mind control, but people still, like, let's be honest, Nagato was still given the keys to his jutsus back when he was still in control of his mind. So yeah, Kodo Matsukami might be the best form of mind control in Boruto, or in the Naruto series.
Matsukami even managed to break the hold Kabuto had over Itachi through Edo Tensei. The biggest reason why it's capable of stuff like this is because it places targets under genjutsu instead of seeking to directly control them. And as we've seen before, Edo Tensei summons and even the paths of pain are susceptible to genjutsu. This is super useful, because even if a person is acting under orders or even under the direct control of somebody else, the effects of the genjutsu will force them to disobey that person and act according to the will of the jutsu caster. So when Itachi used it on him.
Imagine, yo, everybody on Earth could be under Kodo Matsukami, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to get too deep.
No, he didn't exactly break Kabuto's hold over him. Rather, he put himself in a state where he was forced to disobey Kabuto's orders because the task he was given by the genjutsu was to defend the Hidden Leaf Village, and to do so, he obviously had to wipe Kabuto out and undo the Edo Tensei. He originally planned to use it for a similar purpose in the event that Sasuke was manipulated by Tobi into abandoning the Hidden Leaf Village and...
You know, the crazy part is,
not
a lot of people know this backstory with the Kodo Matsukami. Not a lot of people understand it. A lot of people I talk to, they think, some people actually think that Itachi just released the Edo Tensei just by putting himself under a genjutsu on his own free will. They don't necessarily know fully that it was actually the Kodo Matsukami or what the actual bird with Sharingan was actually meant for. It's crazy. And another thing, again, talking about how Kodo Matsukami wasn't necessarily as popular as I personally think it should have been.
Life as a rogue ninja, and Itachi seemed pretty confident that no matter how low Sasuke sunk, this genjutsu would be enough to cause him to undergo a complete change of heart and commit to the defense of the Hidden Leaf Village. So yeah, needless to say, it's a pretty OP jutsu, but luckily for everybody who isn't Shisui, it can only be used once every 10 years. This cooldown timer can be lowered drastically by acquiring the DNA of Hashirama Senju, but...
Yo, if Sasuke ever got caught under a Kodo Matsukami, do y'all think that Naruto would release that Kodo Matsukami and try to, like, have him truly change his ways? Naruto really the kind of guy that tried to release the Kodo Matsukami from Sasuke. I'm sorry. He probably would.
Danzo clarifies that even with Hashirama's cells in his body, he can only use Kodo Matsukami once a day. Now that's a pretty huge reduction in time, about 1/3650th, but I guess you can just attribute that to Hashirama's cells being capable of speeding up the body's healing and regeneration process, allowing somebody with the eye to use its abilities more frequently, or something along those lines. Anyway, that about does it for my explanation of Kodo Matsukami. Sorry once again that this was a short video, but there's not really much to talk about.
Yeah, fire. See, I really wish the Kodo Matsukami get more shine, especially in Boruto. Imagine we get an Ishiki. I was about to say an Ishiki Otsutsuki member. Imagine if we get an Otsutsuki member under a Kodo Matsukami. That'd be insane. That'd be crazy. Yo, again, some of y'all be asking, why do I have like a separate YouTube for my streams? Bruh, I could go to my homepage and get a bunch of recommended videos, bruh, that I could react to. Like, this fire. Like, you feel me? Probably not this. Probably not this, but the anime videos. I'll be bumping some Tekka 2. You feel me? Vegeta in the rain for an hour, imagine. Yo, I really wasn't supposed to be on this long. I really wasn't supposed to be. I was expecting just to try out the new thing. The new thing was this. Hold up. There it goes. The slide. Y'all see the slide. That was a new thing. Also, there was like a chat, I think. Nah, see, it still don't work. The chat still don't work. The chat still doesn't work. Absolutely not. maybe it might be a certain. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to fix the chat. One second. I got this. Maybe I got this. Chat, give me 1 second. Chat, stop yelling at me. Bro, chill, bro. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all. 1 second. I got this. Maybe I got. Alright. We good. Hold up. Chat, stop yelling at me. We doing this now. Bro, chill, bro. I got y'all. Y'all hearing hella echoes. Give me 1 second. Alright, pop out chat. Copy website address. Back to OBS. What is this? What is chat? Nah, hold up. Wait a minute. Never mind. Hold up. Paste. Okay. Maybe. Nah, chat. I'm sorry. I don't think so. Hold up. I lied. Nah, bro. Chat done. Chat donezo. Chat is donezo. All right, we back to stream. I'm sorry, I couldn't get it. I tried. The chat right here, but I tried to get it on screen. It couldn't work. Somebody calling me on Discord. My guy Melo's calling me on Discord. Hello? Oh. Oh yeah, I hear it. I was trying to get my chat on the screen, but it was like you could put it in OBS. I can show you. I could put it in OBS. I was trying to do it through OBS, but it's not working. Bro, I'm using OBS, bro. The big dog, bro. I'm using OBS, bro. Facts. I feel you. I might have to Streamlabs be doing some nice stuff over there. I did download Streamlabs. It's right here. Well, I don't even think y'all can see the bottom, but yeah, it's on the bottom of my screen. I just didn't necessarily. It was too much work, right? What's good? I downloaded it. Yeah. What's up? But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. We feel me? We are cloud ninjas, but I just like the white. Yo, chat. Do y'all prefer? Do y'all got the dark background of YouTube or the light background of YouTube, bro? I don't know. The light background of YouTube, it's just how it came. You feel me? Not only that, I always like the white iPhones too. It's just different. You feel me? So yo. Oh yeah, I'm almost at 1,000. You feel me? Thanks. But did you watch the anime? Holy. Yes. Yes. Sorry, came up with the whole plan. Wow. That. If you could do that. You could do that. What? Are you gonna like broadcast it? Like react to it? For real? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. A lot. Mm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yo, I was just about to say, I I think that he probably had some of the best reactions. The way he edited it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is a fact. Yeah, I've always kind of thought about doing a reaction. You know, the crazy thing is, when I first seen reaction videos on YouTube, I thought it was like super easy to make. Until I actually became a YouTuber. You feel me? I started to realize, nah, they gotta do a whole bunch of gymnastics and you feel me, and whatever they edit with, you feel me, just to not necessarily get copyrighted. You know, let me skip Heavenly Control's intro before I get clapped by YouTube, but because you know he be having some other stuff in his intro. But yeah, the way he yeah. Not, I mean, yeah. The thing about Heavenly Control, he got extremely controversial, but he is an OG when it comes to you feel me YouTube anime. Yeah, extremely controversial, but he is an OG. You feel me? He's an OG. You feel me? You gotta give him his flowers. That. Mm, mm-hmm. Definitely. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I mean, him and a lot of other people would lay up the groundwork. You feel me? If you gonna start a YouTube, obviously, you feel me. Sometimes you want to start a niche, but you want to generate, you feel me, something, well, a personality as well. You want to generate people that want to come see you. You see what I'm saying? So, as you said, you know, if Boruto gets old or something like that, or hypothetically, if another anime gets older, you want to switch to something else, people are going to follow you. You feel me? Talk about what you want to talk about. You feel me? It's not necessarily solely the content. So 100%. Yo, Heavily Control is definitely like a pioneer. He, hopefully, he get back in his back. You feel me? I be talking about the old YouTubers. You gotta give the flowers to a lot of them. Yo, you remember Double for Anime? Did you ever watch him? Mm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, the clickbait was definitely there. I think he even admitted it. And he delved definitely into the clickbait. I personally didn't mind it because I understood what the content was. Like, for example, when he was making videos about Boruto, if he was saying, hey, Boruto review, but hypothetically, when the Kashin Koji and Jirai rumors were coming out, he was like, Kashin Koji, OMFG, Kashin Koji, is Jirai confirmed? I knew it wasn't confirmed, but that's because I knew, so it didn't really bother me that much. I just came and pulled up for his take. But yeah, Double Foot, yo, Forever is also a go-to. The thing about Forever I like, bro, he is still on YouTube grinding, bro. And it's not like he, mm, Yo, absolutely. You feel me? I was watching a stream the other day. It's someone named Academics. He's like I like the Stephen A. Smith of hip hop. For Neverworld literally donated like $1,000 to Academic. Yeah, DJ Academics. Yeah, he donated. No. To for Neverworld, he was appreciative because it was $1,000 dono. You feel me? So he was. But yeah, he donated $1,000 to DJ Academics. You feel me? Really trying to get my guy to listen to it. So yeah, for Neverworld was really dedicated. But you feel me? It's just crazy. His work ethic, bro. I don't know. It gotta be different. Like 10 years later, like let me see his latest video. Remind you, he's not like uploading one time a week. You feel me? This week he uploaded 4 times, 4 more times than Mello. You feel me? I see what you. I see what you mean. But yeah, so yo, this man's first video was a Soldier Boy made song about anime 11 years ago. So yeah, he's an OG. He's an OG. 11 years ago. Yo, do you ever go back and watch like some of the old reviews, like manga reviews, or chapter reviews, or even episode reviews? No, rock out, rock out. You in the Matrix spot now, I ain't gonna lie. Straight Matrix spot now, I ain't gonna lie. Straight Matrix. Yeah. Nah, I can't hear you. I ain't gonna. Well, exit the call real quick and join back. Nah, I still can't hear you, partner. I still can't hear you. Hold it. Let me see if I can hear my stream. Let me just maybe it's me.
Here, and this week I'm gonna do things a little bit different. So
we can hear on stream. Oh, say something right quick. Yeah, I can hear you now. There you go. There you go. I see what you mean. And then you gotta turn up. I see what you mean. Oh, I'm trying to fix the stream right quick. I don't think. Yo, chat. Could y'all hear the audio?
For this particular week, I actually want to show some support.
Let me see something right quick. Yeah,
manga stream.
Oh, matter of fact, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. Holy, I have to change the settings. Wow, chat, y'all really, I was just sitting here listening to me talk to myself. Like, this is crazy. This is great. Hold up, voice and video. Yeah, the desktop for the Discord. Yeah. Holy. Oh my goodness. Give me a second.
So they didn't even like hear your reaction
Oh
video
my
to
goodness, chat.
Gonzo.
Yeah, no, yeah, no. They heard that. The Discord thing wasn't necessarily set up for the OBS audio. The my yeah. So it was the Discord. So you were you were like completely silent. I was having a conversation with myself, bro. I'm a new streamer. I'm a new streamer, bro. I'm a new streamer. That's gonna be my excuse for like the next week. You feel me? I'm a new streamer. Yeah.
I mean, bro, it's your channel's almost at 1,000, man. Like, man, we all know, bro. If you wanted to push this channel, man, it'd go through the moon. You should definitely try. Just like promote it a little bit more.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if you do.
Nah, I don't. I definitely don't. I might share it a bit. You feel me? I might try to grow this just a little bit, just a little bit. So what's going on with you and your second channel? You completely forgot about that one?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in uploading on there. It's like I would make no revenue. It would literally be a waste of time. I think I might. I want to do something with it because if you don't post on the channel, you'll lose it.
Yeah. So
I might do something. I don't know.
Hey, you could make it like just a personal YouTube account where you could just talk about what you want to talk about, like commentary, regular commentary.
But then I would just make a new channel for that. Like I just feel like the fact that it's just not monetized, it's just dead. It's like every time I want to make something for that channel, just like a little quick video, I can't justify it because I'm like, well, main channel, because like the point was to keep that channel so that I can do live streams up your view count for whatever reason for the channel. But I'll make like so much money doing live streams in like XO. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, I'm getting like hundreds of viewers on this channel, plus I'm making like hundreds of dollars in donos per stream. Like, yeah, no, I need to stream on this channel. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I noticed that too. You was streaming on your second channel until you realized the super chats coming on your main.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I would be stupid. I would be dumb.
Yeah.
It was great. It's so good to like, I don't know. This may sound weird, but it's maybe not. It just feels really good to like work really hard at something and like get acknowledgement. It's like, hey, this thing I wanted to do was like to make money. I hate money. I genuinely despise it. Like, but I need it, unfortunately. But I wanted to do what I love and make a living while doing it, and like to see people react to something you work so hard, like your craft, your art. From the voiceovers to the editing to the script writing to the gathering the images, the sound effects, all that stuff, and putting it together, creating something from nothing, to work so hard to create, and then see people like fuck with it, show love and support to some dude in his room. Like it's really powerful, bro. So yeah, I'm super grateful and appreciative to everyone who supports me.
Facts.
I really
bro.
am.
Facts, bro. Bro, I'm just happy you feel me. You got your channel up this far. You feel me? Happy you every time. What is it? Like, what do you average? Like 100 viewers when you go live on your main? That's crazy. Well,
yeah.
Like 150 or something like that.
Nah, I round it down to 100. It depends on the topic, right? If I'm talking about like something, and this just goes for like any video really. Like I talk about like, I don't know, Madara versus Hashirama. I can get like 100 views or so on that. But if I talk about something that's like really relevant in the manga, then I'll get like 150, 70, 200, stuff like that. It just depends on the topics. But yeah, no, it's good. I want to get to the point where I'm getting like thousands of views per stream. So I got some work to do with that. But
I see what you mean. So what content you trying to upload? Talk to me. What's the new mellow? What's the new mellow strategy?
Well, it's an undertaking for one gentleman, which is why I need help. I need an editor. I need someone to manage multiple platforms, which I thought I had in my niece, and she kind of flaked out on me, unfortunately. So like for me, I have to cross promote. It has to be Twitch. It has to be especially TikTok. That's like something I'm really focusing in on. and I want to make my videos like shorter and digestible so that I won't be cutting too much material when I upload on TikTok because I need like 3 minutes for that.
We was just talking about that, partner. What's it called? Mellow, not Mellow. Free Game hit me up and was like, "Yo, we should make shorts." And it was like, "Yeah, that's a decent idea." I was thinking that we should put the shorts on like a separate channel. You feel me? Like, was another thing. I made TikToks as well. I don't know if you see my TikTok. You feel me? I was just looking at some of my TikToks. I'm like, yo, these are fire. Like, I should tap back into TikTok. The short form content is fire.
Upload consistently.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to upload consistently, but also it's very time consuming to do editing that I want to do. So like doing those 3 to 5 minute videos and then like maybe cutting it down to 3 for TikTok, that's so perfect for me. But every now and again, now I'm testing this out with this new Shikamaru video. I'm about to upload it actually in a couple hours. I'm testing out like, I'll just have like, some effects and maybe like an image of like the character I'm talking about, and I just do podcast style. A lot of people just say they just like to hear my voice. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to do all this intricate editing. That's cool every now and again, but like maybe I'll do like 2 podcast style type of videos and then do one like intricately edited video for every 2 podcast style videos. That way I'm reducing like my workload. I'm still giving people what they want. And I'm posting more often. So that's the kind of like stuff like that. There's a YouTuber named Tech King 101. He talks like about a lot of things, but mostly One Piece. And his format is absolutely brilliant. He doesn't really edit much. All he does is it's him in front of his computer, and it's nothing but pure personality and charisma.
Yeah,
and it's just like him talking in front of his computer for like 20 to 30 minutes. And his videos like guarantee bare minimum 50K plus. And that's like on the low end, like 100K all the time. And that is like the Goldilocks zone, to where you're guaranteed 50K plus views every single upload, minimum editing, and it's pure your personality and charisma. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's
that
fire.
dude is on autopilot. So, yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah, I've always thought an ideal, and maybe this is just me, cause like, I'm like my favorite YouTuber never really had like a face cam. You feel me? So that's kind of like how I got my thing. So my ideal kind of YouTuber would kind of be like Your Rage. If I don't know if you know who Your Rage is, but Your Rage is like a YouTuber. He just gets on. He's not a YouTuber. He gets on Twitch, right? And he just streams, like literally just streams whatever he wants to stream. Don't even really matter. He just hop on for like a solid, like, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and just uploads hella videos on YouTube, just like clips of that stream. And that's it. That's all he really does. It's fire. Yes, like damn, the same thing that you was talking about, like hella views, just get on, just all personality.
Yeah, that's why the whole heavenly controller stuff, where you take yourself and turn yourself into the content. Like Boruto shouldn't matter. Naruto, One Piece, Attack on, like you can get that conversation anywhere, but like hopefully there's something special about the way you sound, the way you look, the way your charisma. That makes it unique coming from you, to where you can turn yourself into the content. And that's what I aim to do. That's why in podcasts, right? Like when I first started, I said I wanted to be like your Joker to your Batman, right? The Green Goblin to your Spider-Man, because that's a personality. That's something. And even if people like hate you or despise you, at least they feel something towards you. And I don't give like disingenuous takes, but I definitely amp up the antagonism, right, for entertainment purposes, and people forget that.
Keep it 1,000, bro. Keep it 1,000, bro. You be out here pulling people's strings, bro. You be trying to get them to rage. Keep it 1,000, bro. We know your tactics.
People forget, like, YouTubers, they're I don't know if they're humble enough to say it, or they don't realize it, but we're entertainers. Like, we really are. Like, YouTube is like the new television, where anyone can kind of be like their own personality. So like for me, my goal when I create a piece of content is always first and foremost entertainment. That's all my primary goal, because that's what I want to do for people. I want to make them happy, make them feel something. So yeah, no, I amp it up a bit, but it's all genuine. My takes, my personality. I just kind of amp it up a little bit for YouTube. It's like if you and I were having a private conversation, I would be talking to you like this. It wouldn't be anything like that. But
yeah.
No, that's the goal. Like, if you have that kind of personality, you gotta make the most of it. So
yeah. No, I see what you mean. Now, speaking of personality, what's your thoughts on Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? Let's talk to me,
bro. yo, I was gone, bro. I was in a sunken place for like a week, just playing 2K22 WWE. Which, by the way, I know you don't watch wrestling, but for anyone who does,
I heard WrestleMania was fire. Yeah.
Day one, today's the last day. Day one was absolutely glorious, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so I'm like cooking something, I forget. My mom's like, you saw the Oscars? Like, I don't watch the Oscars. What are you talking about? And she sent me this thing with Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith. I'm like, yo, is that staged, bro? That I heard him, keep my wife's effing name out your effing mouth.
That's when I thought it was serious. That's when I thought it was serious. I'm like, no. Will gotta be serious, are you right?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, Will Smith played like Muhammad Ali, so you know he got some training, bro. Like his form, like follow through. Yo, I'm like, I've never seen form with a slap. Like that was powerful. So yeah, no, like that was some God tier Otsutsuki levels. But and then I was like, yo, he shouldn't have been talking about his wife. But then I looked at it from like a little bit longer. I'm like, Will Smith played himself, man. He looked really bad in that situation. Chris Rock looked like an absolute stud. Like he just ate that shit and just like kept like the show must go on. He's an ultimate professional, ultimate showman, and I think that's kind of capped off by Will Smith apologizing and crying about it after the fact. Shout out to Chris Rock, because like I would have folded that dude, bro. Like it would have been like you know the Boondocks, right? The in moment. I can't say the word, but you know the ninja moment. It would have been a ninja moment. 100. You would have been throwing chairs. It would have been gunshots firing. Bro, it would have been a wrap. So yeah, I respect him for that. But the memes, bro, the memes are everything.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it was different. I was saying, if I was Chris Rock in a situation, you can't retaliate, bro. You at the Oscars, it's a globally televised event. You just gotta understand that it's on site with Will Smith as soon as you see him, whenever you see him again. Now, the next time you see him again, you can't have the first time you see him again be like, let's say like the Olympics or something like that, another globally televised event. You gotta make sure you catch Will Smith on a one-away. You feel me? Oh, he walking to the car from the Oscars. Now I catch him. You feel me? But yeah, Chris Rock definitely got to pull up. He got to pull up.
Now, the best thing for Chris Rock to do is just to take the high road and not do anything. This man Will Smith is probably he got to be 6'4", 200 something pounds.
Oh yeah,
he's a big dude. Chris Rock ain't that big. Chris Rock, look, Chris Rock, even if he wanted to square up, like pull his hair up and square up. Nah, bro, it's a wrap, bro. Like, nah, just stop it. He did the best thing he could have done for his health, his physical health, because like Will Smith would have folded his little butt.
No, this is a fact. I'm telling you, Will Smith really a big guy. But I was thinking, because I was watching the RDC comedy, they did a skit to it, and there was essentially like his security guard there. If you Chris Rock's security guard, what do you do in this particular circumstance? what should he have done?
You gotta fold Will Smith. You gotta go with the dude who's paying your checks. You gotta go with the dude who's paying your checks, bro. It's like, yo, I'm the guy who folded the Fresh Prince. Put that on your resume, bro. You get hired every time. Like, look, he gotta go with the dude who's paying his checks. So it's a tough situation, but I don't know. It just, and then it's from like the black perspective, right? It's like, oh, here we go again. These uncivilized black people in this civilized environment fighting. It's like,
the downside.
This set black people, yeah, exactly. This set black people back like 100 years. I'm like, it's not that serious, bro. Like anyone who thinks about it like that, I understand the thought, but like,
if Chris Rock would have squared up with Will Smith on a globally televised event, it probably would have been like that, bro.
Yeah, that would have been pretty. And I think Chris Rock knew that, because I think it was reports that Will Smith was about to get arrested, but Chris Rock didn't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like, could you imagine the imagery of like these two black guys fighting, in this environment, and then like the cops coming to arrest a black man on like live television, him struggling? That would have just been awful, bro.
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm glad Chris Rock is just like he clearly has some character about him, that he just kind of like, you know, put other people's like I don't want to say like the black community, their well-being or perspective or optics over his own personal feelings, but
But
good
nah,
for him.
bro, we gotta give my guy Chris Rock credit. Like, let's keep it 1,000. His children seeing him on global television get slapped by another grown man. Like, imagine. I got to square it with Jaden. I was talking about her. You got to square it with Jaden. You not going back to school and be like, yo, Will Smith slapped your father. That can't happen, bro. That cannot happen. I'm sorry.
But Jaden is the Karate Kid, bro. I'm not really sure what you're gonna do. You're gonna get folded. I don't know. Look. The best bet for his kids, for Chris Rock, for everybody involved, is to not mess with them over there. Because like this man is 6'4", 200 pounds. This kid's a Karate Kid. He trained by Jackie Chan himself. So nah. We can't be doing that, bro. Like this the dude Mike Guy was based off of, Jackie Chan. You can't be doing that. But no, their best bet is to forgive and forget. But it's weird because IRL, in real life, like Will Smith is the ultimate loser. Like he came across as like a real punk. Like you were laughing at the joke, and then you came through and was on Demon Time. Like you're pathetic, bro.
Bro,
Like,
but you knew why he did that, bro. Jada was looking like she was feeling some type of way. Will couldn't really go back home to Jada after that joke like that, and he ain't really do nothing. Like it was a bad situation for Will. It was like, what would you do in that situation?
What I would have done, like, I would have been okay with him yelling it, like, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, bro. There's no excuse for a grown ass man.
But you know what's gonna happen. Jada gonna be like, Tupac would have slapped that nigga. Like, come on, like Will Smith is competing against Tupac. You feel me? Like,
Will Smith, like maybe in his own head, but I think Will Smith far and away has surpassed Tupac, bro. Like, I don't know, like in terms of like his
if you talk about entertainment, if you talk about entertainment, yeah. But I think as a man,
in the bedroom.
Bro, it wasn't even about yo Melo taking that too. Yo, she really sat down at the red table talk and said she was unsatisfied with Will. Like, come on, keep it 1,000, bro.
Yo, I heard some comments that were like Jada's ruining Will Smith. I think so, bro. Like that whole red table, that was some bitch shit, bro. There's no fucking way I'm doing that live, like for everyone's like, nah. There's no way. Like, as a man, you can't do that.
Will got to spin back, bro. Will got to cheat back, bro. But first things first, I think there was something that happened that got them to that point. You feel me? I think Will probably cheated first, and then Jada tried to cheat back, and then Will probably did something else, and then it was like, all right, now I'm gonna go on national television, and Will was probably like, all right, I'm gonna be there too. You feel me? To try to spin the narrative correctly. All right.
Like he had to be there, otherwise his image would have got tarnished or something.
Yeah, like even worse. But like the way Will was looking, even during that red table talk, like he was about to cry. Like, keep it 1,000.
Man, you can't be doing that, bro. Like you gotta handle that kind of stuff indoors. Just in my opinion, you know, not everything needs to be, you know, public. But I don't know. Like Will, like was like the biggest moment of his career, getting that Oscar, and like it's so tainted because no one will ever think of that Oscar. They'll always think of that slap. And like Will Smith, he lost in like real life, but in memes, my God, has he won? Like the memes are. I saw like this animated meme. Like it was so. How did you animate this so fast, bro? Like he just like, it's like, you know how like anime exaggerates everything. Like you seen Death Note, right?
Yeah,
maybe. Like,
yeah.
Like he's like, I'm gonna grab this potato chip and eat it. Like it's so like exaggerated anime, and like he just cocks back with the slap, and he just like destroys Chris Rock. The memes are fucking hilarious, man. That's the best part about all of them.
Oh yeah, 100%. We knew, I knew as soon as it happened, the memes is gonna be different, bro. The memes is gonna be different. That's what makes things like this, bro. Bro, if I really do want to realize, I really do want to know during huge events back in the day. Imagine if Twitter and stuff like that was back around. Like the memes that would have probably came from some tragic disasters back in the day would have been terrible, bro.
Yeah, like some colonial day memes or medieval memes. Like
facts.
I think memes have probably always been around in some form or another. That's hilarious. I was thinking about doing like a Chris Rock versus Will Smith versus battle type video, but I'm like, I don't know if the time has passed or not. But I
Power
was thinking
scaling.
about doing
Yeah,
it.
it might be a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
old.
yeah.
It might be a bit old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should have hopped on it a little sooner, but like, cause it'll take a couple of days to do now. But yeah, no, like for the next event, definitely 100%. I did that with the Putin thing. I think I hopped on
Oh
that pretty
yeah,
early, so
yeah.
I'll do the next major debacle with the versus battle.
Yo, I've never really tried. I've never really tried to do some meme videos. I might try to hop on some. I
They're
might try.
fun, man. They're
Yeah.
really fun.
Hey, decent.
Just I that's something I do want to do with my content as well. Just like, cause my original goal is just like pop culture in general. I wanted to talk cartoons, anime, just like stuff like this, like This is a pop culture event. Like Will Smith slapping like Chris Rock, like that's something worthy of talking about.
Yeah.
I think even like RDC, not RDC, RTTV. You watch them?
Sometimes some videos.
Yeah,
I watch
even
some of
like
their reactions.
yeah, like they do reactions. Like they literally did a reaction to the slap. It's like what? That's crazy. This is
Yeah.
clearly a pop culture moment in history that'll exist forever. So stuff like that is really good to like hop on that wave and like kind of broaden your audience with that kind of stuff. And because I didn't hear about it initially, my mom told me like after like a day or two after the fact, I wasn't in the
What?
mindset to turn it. Yeah, like I was just when I say I was in a hole just playing video games, I've never sat down and just played video games like that in years, man. Like it's just been all like work, 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 work. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy myself a nice little luxury item for the first time in a few years, a game. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna actually play this game with no streaming. 'Cause I've streamed it. I just want to enjoy myself. And I didn't upload nothing. I didn't watch nothing. And I just played the game. And
Can't
I
you do
even
that on your
forgot we were
second
supposed to
channel?
do the podcast.
But can't you do? You could stream on your second channel, right? Stream games.
Yeah, I need to get better internet because that's the problem. Like, I have Steam. I know how to do it all. I need to update my internet. I just need to go ahead and bite that bullet. It's an ethical thing, like a moral, like a pride, ego thing. Like you want me to pay this much for? But yeah, I just need to bite the bullet and just pay for the shit.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm looking at RTTV right now, bro. They grounded, bro. They uploaded 5 videos today.
Well, they
6.
I think I heard them like a while ago. Cause I've only been watching them for a few years, but they're like, yo, we want to be like a TV network, like we want to RDC World. We want to be like, and they went after that shit and they did it, and like that's admirable as hell. Like to me, it's like they're like it's RDC, and then it's like them like right beneath them, but like they're almost like they've done crossovers with like bigger reactions, big reaction channels and stuff. They're up there, 1 million view subscribers. So yeah, like I respect what they do, but I think they upload. I think, but that must be so fun. Just you and your boys sit back, chill, watch some anime. You watch like 5 episodes of like Boruto in one day, and like you just talk about it, and like edit that. And you have like those 5 videos just in your catalog, ready to upload, schedule like 2, 4, 5 weeks in advance. And then you just kind of like their format, like the way they have it set up is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a system.
It's beautiful.
They got a system that's working over there. 100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's the good thing. Like when you don't have to do things on your own. What the hell is that? Oh, I see. Okay. No, I was looking at my network percentages, like half like a 0 but cut in half. I'm like, what the hell? No, is that a J? What number is that? J%? No, it's 0%. But no, that's kind of like just doing everything. Like on my channel, I do everything on my own. Like I don't have an editor or anybody really. But it's so tiring. Like if I had an editor, I would upload like 5 videos a day, like no cap. Like we would go as quickly as he could go in terms of his editing.
I feel you.
But because I have to edit my own stuff and do everything, it's like 1 video a day. Yeah, that's about my speed right now. But yeah,
you know what I was thinking? You could like put up people, a bunch of people got Patreons. I was thinking about making a Patreon and uploading the commentaries without the editing, but that would be like future videos I'd upload. But editing takes a long time. But you could do the commentary in like 20 minutes.
Yo, that's funny. I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't think people would care. But everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a great voice," blah blah blah. So I'm like, you know what? I think I might just like upload the audio files on Patreon for supporters. But what I'm like, for me, Patreon is like Streamlabs donations. Like people, they'll join them, but like it's something external to YouTube. So for me, YouTube memberships are basically Patreon, but on YouTube's platform. So I'm thinking of just like I want to promote my Patreon, of course, but I get more super chats than I do Streamlabs donations. Even though Streamlabs is better because it goes directly to me immediately. With super chats, I have to wait, the month, right?
Yeah.
So memberships, it won't go to me directly like Patreon does. But I should check my Patreon, so I should get some money. But I'm glad you reminded me of that. But memberships basically it's more accessible, so you'll get more memberships than you would Patreon supporters, basically. So yeah, I need to update that as well. It's a lot, man. It's just a lot. It's like making content is just like the easy part. It's all the other stuff that goes into it. So.
Yeah, definitely, bro. But speaking of content, bro, I gotta hop off stream, bro. We closing in on 3 hours, bro. I ain't even gonna
You've been streaming for 3 hours.
No, well, two almost 240 now. But this was supposed to be like a 1 hour stream. I ain't gonna lie, this is supposed to be like a 1 hour stream.
Well, hey, look, man. I'm glad to see you streaming. I'm glad to see the second channel just organically growing. That's fire. I don't know. I kind of want to do more content with you guys. I feel like the once a week thing is,
Bro,
I feel like we could do more. I feel like we could do.
No, we could definitely do more. I'm gonna try to stream a lot more. Probably try to make this like a weekly thing. I don't want to make too much promises, anything like that. But
right.
You feel me? Yo, we still gotta do the tier list, bro. We still gotta do that tier list.
Oh yeah. We definitely need to do that. And I still want to do like the whole versus battle tournament type thing with you guys.
Oh
I think that'd be really fun for the community.
Oh yeah, versus
Yeah,
Yo.
it's like that. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And please, bro, but the next time I talk to you, bro, you gotta have watched the last 5 episodes of Boruto, partner.
Yo, what's today? I don't even know what today is. This is my content creator brain.
Right.
Sunday. Okay, it's Sunday. Okay, cool.
It's only like, what is it? A solid like an hour and 40 minutes of straight sitting down and watching Boruto. You be straight, bro.
Okay. Well, okay, sure. If the next time we talk is probably going to be on the podcast, then I watched it by then for sure.
All right, say no more. I can live with that. But all right, my guy.
All right, man. Be easy, bro.
All right,
later.
But all right, chat. You feel me? This is about to be that. You feel me? Again, y'all just heard me tell Mello. Hopefully, I'm gonna be doing this, a couple times a week. You feel me? It's not really gonna be anything like scheduled, anything set, anything like that. It's just gonna be me coming on here chilling. Just, you feel me? What did Mello say earlier? Shooting the shit. You feel me? Just talking. But also reacting to a couple stuff. Obviously some anime stuff. Hopefully we get to see some. Hopefully I get to write down some stuff I wanted to react to, because this right here was like completely unorganized. But it's me, your boy Baara B, and we out. Hold. I got the thing again. Hold up. It's me, your boy Baara B, and we out. All right.